If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Find high-quality healthcare in Florida at healthfinder.fl.gov. Effortlessly explore facilities based on quality measures like infection rates, surgical complications, and readmissions. Compare safety records for medical facilities like hospitals, nursing homes, and outpatient surgery centers with ease. Elevate your healthcare decisions with the transparency tool at healthfinder.fl.gov. Choose wisely, live healthy. Paid for by the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration.
Howdy, partner. Do you or someone you know have what it takes to be the next Miss River Ranch? I'm Jackie Siegel, and I'll be hosting Monsters in the Morning at the Westgate River Ranch Saloon Friday, July 7th at 8:30 p.m. to crown the next Miss River Ranch. For more information, follow me at therealqueenofversailles.com, Instagram, and Facebook. Again, therealqueenofversailles.com, Instagram, or Facebook. We'll see you there.
I'm back. And look at all the fresh from Florida produce I brought home. You have heard of fresh from Florida, right?
Fresh I have.
That's refreshing to hear.
Fresh from Florida produce is fresh as fresh can get.
And if we're going to freshen up daily meals, it's refreshing to know that locally grown fresh from Florida produce is available year-round.
Well, that's a breath of fresh air. Got anything else?
Oh, I'm fresh out.
Look for Fresh from Florida where you shop. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
In St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, it might feel like there's not enough time to take everything in. Because once you're done exploring 42 miles of pristine coast, marveling at historical architecture, and enjoying world-class food, it'll be time to check out and head home. But that's okay. You can always stay just one more day. Visit FloridasHistoricCoast.com to learn more. It's about time.
Rent is due and money is tight. You could A, pay a huge late fee, or B, get an Amscot cash advance and avoid it. Amscot, up to $500 fast. No credit check. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval. Amscot.
Welcome back. Dave and Herb here, and we're talking fresh.
Fresh from Florida, that is.
There's tomatoes, broccoli, watermelon.
You're just putting fra in front of produce.
As in fresh from Florida.
You don't need to make up words. Friends, visit followfreshfromflorida.com to see what's in season.
Applebee's daily deals for $9.99 and under. There's a deal every day for everyone. Just $9.99 and under. That's all day, every day. Get into your local Applebee's now. Daily deals are dine-in only in limited locations listed on nrpneighborhood.com. Limited time only while supplies last. Participation varies.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bonus. B-O-N-U-S. Bonus. That's bonus. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and Seeley.
It is Monday, June 26, 2023. And lots to get to today, from an Uber driver shot by a confused woman to how Marvel has been hacking local news and what in the hell just happened in Russia. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Howdy, Judy.
Hello, C-Lay.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch, which you can do at thenewsjunkie.com right now. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Monday?
Oh, I thought we were taking off today.
We only got 5 days. It's a 5-day run, and we're running for that finish line.
Yes, we are.
Is today the 10th anniversary of the show?
It is. I thought for some reason it was tomorrow, but today is the day.
No, it's today.
Happy anniversary.
We did it, everybody. We made it through a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 years of doing the damn show.
10 effing years.
That's a long time.
Yeah, man.
It's not very often you get to add to the list of things that you've done for 10 years.
Right.
There's not a lot of
That's
things
true.
on the list.
That's a good point.
What's on the list? I mean, do you think of other things that you've been involved in for 10 years?
Been drinking for 10 years.
I've been doing that.
Like heavily, thanks to you two.
Having sex.
Okay, chill out.
I've
been really getting it.
Just want to throw that on the list. You know, it's been a long time we've been doing all this stuff.
It's worth mentioning today since it is also the 30th anniversary of Real Radio, so our anniversary got completely
we got
ignored,
washed out.
Today's our day, baby.
Well, thanks to everybody for listening to the show. Thanks for spreading the word. We appreciate you. We love you. And here's to 10 more.
Let's see what happens.
That's 1 year at a time. That's what we've done so far, and it's worked for us.
So if we go 10 more years, you'll be in your 50s, dude.
I'll be in my 50s.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, thanks for that.
Isn't that crazy to you?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Well, when I think about you being 50, I want to puke too.
10.
Oh, that's true. See, we'll have a 10-year-old.
I'll still be single wearing a Kish crop top.
Oh, you're going to get more dispatches if you keep bringing that up. You know, the guy,
what?
The guy on
I
Friday.
can tell you're hurting, Sabrina.
Yeah.
I know, right? You're super lonely. Good luck to you.
Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to, of all places, Glastonbury, the music festival.
Some clips out of there.
Oh, my God. I guess this was it, right? I think this was like the final show for Elton John, allegedly.
I thought he's still finishing his tour.
They said this was going to be his final UK concert because he's doing that whole thing right now.
Where the hell else is he going to play?
Everywhere else he can until he's really done. But he was on the pyramid stage at Glastonbury, and I don't know that I've ever seen a crowd this big in my life. It looked like nightmare fuel to me. I cannot imagine being in the middle of that. When you went to Bonnaroo just this past week or so, were you ever like when a band was playing, were you ever like in the middle of the whole mess of a crowd?
I would say the Foo Fighters would be the one where I was most in the middle.
Oof.
It was it was towards the back, and I was very surprised on how spread out and chill everybody was.
Mm-hmm.
But then when they had the drone shots on the big screen, you're like, oh, I'm in the middle of it. There are tens of thousands of people behind me.
So when you're in the middle of a crowd like this, here's the crowd for those of you watching on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie.
God.
When you're in the middle of a crowd that big, you're saying like you don't necessarily know until they show the overhead and you see how many people there are.
So like for Sheryl Crow, for example, like we got there a little bit early and ended up in the side like stage area.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did the drone shot, and you realize that there's 20,000 people watching her.
It's wild.
And then Odessa was the one that I looked at Radio Michael 7. I was like, we're not going anywhere near that.
I would never.
Let's get on this bridge and watch as 60,000 people.
That's what I would do.
Watching this person.
I would go on some kind of hillside or something where I could like see what was going on, but not be in the middle of this. God forbid there's some kind of like stampede or something. There were so many people at this show, and all of them just singing along to Elton John as he does his final UK show. It was pretty amazing. Fireworks going on.
That's dope, though.
I would never want to be in the middle of this, though.
Oh, I'm getting a little bit of chills right now.
And you know, everybody in this crowd is singing every word to all of these songs.
And you're lucky to hear Elton John.
Yeah, you just like a little murmur in the background is Elton John on his piano. And I guess they make it so no matter how far you're back, you can hear what's going on.
Which is nice, but you can, when they ask for audience participation, see how far back you are by the delay of the response.
Oh, really? Like the wave of everybody starting to sing along with the song? God. It's pretty stunning. And there were some other crazy things that I saw.
Loud fireworks.
Yeah, the fireworks are popping off louder than old Elton John is. Then there was some of the drone footage that they had over Glastonbury, just showing just how big this crowd is.
Wow, man.
I mean, it's just ants. Ants on ants on ants for those of you listening.
Also interesting, the camping is right there.
Yeah, the camping is right off to the side, so you see tents on tents on tents outside of all the people. And one thing I thought was kind of a moment was Paul McCartney was backstage filming Elton John for his last performance. He's got his cell phone up and he's just filming him. Like one megastar filming the other on his phone.
Still like that.
I don't know. He's got a full ass head of hair. If it is, he's doing a good job with it. He's got the best wig guy in the business. But there he goes. His final farewell show in the UK, or so he says. Who knows what's true anymore, but fun guy to watch live.
Did you see Louis Capaldi?
I did, yes.
I thought that was such a sweet moment. And also, I mean, the idea that you were now performing in front of tens of thousands of people. Mm-hmm. This is I think he got very famous on TikTok first, but he has Tourette's.
Oh, Louis Capaldi has Tourette's.
And he was having like an episode of that moment where he could not get through like 2-3 words, and the entire crowd finished the song for him.
Really?
Yeah,
Man.
It was very sweet. It makes you cry a little bit by yourself.
Like, that whole thing was full of moments, and that was a big event there this weekend.
The weird part is I don't even know if that's like makes the list for record number of people at a concert.
No, because there's some well over 100,000, I think.
No, there's a couple free concerts that got into the millions.
Did Just Okay make it on any of the list?
It's still loading.
There. This year is our year, man. You better believe it.
Got to beat 1 million people. I don't know. That's quite a feat right there. Also, I saw this weekend, and I'm sure you guys saw this at some point in time. There was this insane Royal Caribbean cruise.
Oh, my God.
Where like a flash storm hit.
That footage of people just sliding down.
Yeah.
Did you see the
Chairs
woman
flying,
carrying her kids and the stroller?
Yes.
And if there was a kid in that stroller, that kid would have been dead.
Did you see this at all, Celine?
Yeah.
Okay, so the
stroller got taken out.
Yeah, the woman, she got her baby. She had the wherewithal, I guess, to get the baby out of the stroller. And this deck chair comes flying and like drills the stroller that the baby would have been in.
She just left it there.
Yeah, and people were like grabbing onto railings and stuff. It was absolutely wild. And I guess it was just a freak storm that whipped up out of nowhere.
I had to rewatch that video because she left the stroller, and as she left the stroller got nailed by the deck chair.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see her holding the baby at first. So I thought she just...
Hey, babe, let's not do this.
Every person for themselves.
Every man for themselves. She's walking towards shelter, just leaves the baby in the stroller behind, and...
Right, it drilled some of these people, and our friends at Fox who are on top of this. We'll probably talk to Amy Coffelt about this a little bit later on. It was very, very intense.
Follow-up to a Fox 35 exclusive. Yesterday, we showed you this video of cruise passengers being caught off guard by a storm. Some were hit by flying deck chairs.
Yeah, now we're hearing from travel experts. Fox 35's Esther Bauer is live at the port tonight. And Esther, those
people running
experts say
everywhere.
They've never seen a response like that one from a
you have
cruise
air in your
line.
mouth?
Got this poor lady out in the middle of the storm.
It's something like, I don't want to hate on it because I know it's the tradition of it, but for a story like this, does she have to be there?
It's not about the weather. It's not like this is a weather story or like
you have
about
stuff
a storm.
about Disney, and they're just like in the middle of traffic.
She's on the rocks.
People honking right in front because you have Walt Disney in the background.
It's pouring. This woman's hair is stuck to her face.
They were definitely shocked. Now, a local travel agent says people put a lot of trust in cruises when booking a vacation because when you're out on the water, your life is ultimately in someone else's hands.
Sure.
Now, this travel agent says what she saw in that video could cause someone to rethink booking a cruise in the future.
No.
I don't think so.
Flying chairs swept
The chairs
into
are just
the
like
sky by
way
a strong
flying up
wind.
in the air.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my God, man. How are these people still walking
People
out?
running
I would have
to
been
shelter.
freaking
That
out,
was the
man.
chaotic scene aboard the Independence of the Seas.
There's always something you can do
other than just letting the guests and the travelers just getting poured rain down on and being in the middle of a storm.
So what they're talking about is the fact that there wasn't enough warning, I guess, or, the appearance that there wasn't enough warning because all these people were out on the deck when the storm whipped through.
Am I wrong? Because I think I read somewhere that happened while the ship was at port.
It says it was about to embark on the voyage, so I think they just loaded the people up and it hadn't even gone anywhere yet. It was going from Port Canaveral to the Bahamas when heavy rain and violent winds slammed the 15-deck, 1,112-foot-long vessel. And the videos are just insane to see. Some people were lucky enough to be inside, but the folks who were out there on the deck got whipped by some of this stuff, and not the best
cruise
way.
After that?
I hope so. I would complain. I'd be like, what the hell? This is how we're starting our cruise here on Royal Caribbean?
They just load your onboard account full of dollars.
Yeah, please make them all happy. They got enough money over there, I think. Okay, we have so much to get through on a very busy Monday, and when we come back, something that happened at the airport this weekend that absolutely blows my mind. Didn't even know this was really a thing or a threat that could happen, but we'll talk about it. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Someday Alexa will do everything. Alexa, can you take the dog for a walk?
Ha ha ha. No way in hell.
But until then, tell her to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Playing Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Still have a pretty good slowdown now, westbound on the beach line just east of I-95. Also an accident still working in Kissimmee, US 192 eastbound, just east of State Road 429. And a couple of disabled vehicles on the Turnpike, Florida Turnpike northbound after I-4. And also a disabled vehicle blocking the shoulder in Osceola, Florida Turnpike northbound, just after State Road 408. See traffic troubles? Call the Safe Touch Security Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat
This report is sponsored by Fontainebleau's Summer Paradise Getaway.
Fontainebleau Miami Beach is your summer paradise getaway. Taste incredible food from 8 casual and fine dining restaurants, or spend an out-of-the-ordinary night at Live Nightclub. Save up to 25% plus. Receive up to a $100 resort credit when you stay 4 nights or more, June through September. Book now at FountainBlue.com.
In this week's Marketers Report, we hear about the importance of local radio from Allison Griffin, head of marketing at State Farm.
iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
If you ride a motorcycle in Florida, someone can hit you and hurt you and legally not have insurance to pay you. Uninsured motorist coverage can help save you from financial ruin. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
For over a decade, SimpliSafe has revolutionized home security, and our latest advancement is here, 24/7 LiveGuard protection, only from SimpliSafe. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplisafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus Next Day Energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season and available in the produce section right now. Whoa, hey, careful now. There's plenty of juicy watermelon and other tasty Florida-grown produce for everyone. I mean, all you have to do is ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
There's something about a Florida sky. It's painted in the most magnificent colors, clouds streaked with changing light. They say if you don't like the weather, just wait 15 minutes. The skies are electric and alive. So even as the storms get enormous, even as they're coming more each year, The beauty keeps me going. My flood insurance helps me stay. The only thing that's predictable is that I'm in Florida for good.
Protect your property with flood insurance. Visit floodsmart.gov.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season and available in the produce section right now. Whoa, hey, careful now. There's plenty of juicy watermelon and other tasty Florida-grown produce for everyone. I mean, all you have to do is ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
Take control of your health and your wallet at healthfinder.fl.gov. Your one-stop shop to compare medical facilities in your area. From copays to x-rays, asthma treatment, and ultrasounds, healthfinder.fl.gov gives you a straight answer on cost and lets you compare against providers. Choose wisely. Live healthy at healthfinder.fl.gov. Paid for by the Agency for Healthcare Administration.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Add value and security to your property today by contacting Fence Outlet, now offering customers 0 down and 0% financing for 12 months on any fence product. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more details. Terms of financing apply. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bonus. B-O-N-U-S. Bonus. That's bonus. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
I've never felt older in my life than I felt when I heard one particular story. And I have to share this with both of you just so you get the same vibe that I had to roll through myself here this weekend. I saw this story. Somebody was writing down a story that happened to them over the weekend. And they said they were at the grocery store. And as they're going through the grocery store, they got all their stuff lined up on, the little food treadmill thing there. And
conveyor belt.
The conveyor belt, yeah, as they call it.
That's a food treadmill. They get worked out right before you eat it.
I like to think of it as a food treadmill. But they put all their food up there. They put some wine.
I'm not going to work out. My food might as well do it.
and as the wine gets to the cashier at this grocery store, the cashier says, I'm going to need to see some identification. And this woman hands her ID over to the cashier at the grocery store, and the grocery store looks at it. The grocery store clerk looks at it, but looks at it so fast and hands it back that the woman goes, "Wow, that was fast." And she goes, "Yeah, well, I saw the 19, and I knew that you were old enough to drink." And some kid who's in line behind her goes, he's like a 16-year-old kid in line at the grocery store, and he goes, "You're from the 1900s?"
Oh.
Oh my God.
To myself.
Oh, Sean.
God.
Why you say that?
I was like, that phrase makes me feel.
You're from the 1900s.
Wow, you're from the 1900s?
I mean, yeah, like kids born in 2000.
Yeah, everybody who's under 23 would be like, oh, wow, this person was born in the 1900s.
I could have done without that.
Oh, God, I don't like that at all. And it doesn't matter like how far back into the 1900s when you say that
Still
phrase.
1900s, man.
Still, it sounds like it's like, 1990 and somebody says they're from the 1800s. And you're like,
Think about this.
whoa.
Think about this. Were you ever on the radio in the 1900s?
Yeah.
Were you 99?
Yeah. No, I wasn't.
Okay.
No, I wasn't. No.
Thank
no,
God.
Jeez.
Actually, I was on the radio in the 1900s.
Oh, yeah, the Radio Disney.
Yeah. I won the Furby.
It just sounds so. You're from the 1900s? Like, wow, unbelievable.
And they're saying this now.
Yeah, already.
Imagine when we're like 70.
Yes, and then when it's 2045.
I don't want to talk about this anymore, please.
People being like, "Oh my God, you're from the 1900s. What was it like back then? How were things in the 1900s? Did you guys have internet back then?" It's like, "Oh, this."
Yeah, but it was
build.
dial-up, and they're like, "Wait, on what? What's a home phone?"
America Online. What is the stuff that you're telling me about right now? It just feels so old when you hear that. You're from the 1900s?
Oh, God.
Meanwhile, this weekend at San Antonio International Airport, it's dangerous to work at the airport, I guess. And they said there was an airport worker who on Friday was, and this is the word they use, not my word. They said the person was ingested into the engine of a Delta plane.
Are they okay?
They are not okay. Yeah, this person is dead. Delta Flight 1111 had arrived at the airport. It was taxiing
you would
to
have
the
thought
gate.
that was lucky.
And not so much. They said it was around 10:25, and the plane and Airbus had just arrived from L.A. The worker was employed by Unify, a company that Delta contracts with to support ground handling operations. Now, I'm trying to think about how this happens because it's the second time this type of incident has happened in the last 6 months.
There's no a little something we can put right in front that won't block the airway, but will stop people from getting sucked in and chopped up.
I don't understand this. Okay, so if the plane is like revved up and about to go down the tarmac and go full speed, then they throttle the engines, right? But when the plane it's landed and it's kind of making its way to its gate, when would there be a time when a person was close enough to the engine and the engine was like throttled enough to suck them in to the engine? They're not like, I don't remember them like revving the motors there a lot.
No.
And I would think you would have to do that to pull somebody into it.
You know who I miss? And I'm sure, I don't even know if he calls anymore, but it was just via phone. It was our pilot friend.
Oh, yeah. They would know this.
His
probably.
name, C-Lane, was Dwayne?
Hold on, no,
I have this.
There was a song.
Yeah, there is a song. I have this somewhere. Oh my God, maybe I lost it.
I don't know if he calls and just it just rings and rings because we don't have the line
when
here
it
anymore.
comes to aeroplanes, you know he's got the biggest brain. Flying Tony.
Tony!
He's got the questions. He
Tony,
puts
are
you
you
in
out
the right
there?
direction. He is Flying Tony. Aviation facts, you know that. He is right on time. When you need the answer, who is that? Calling on the line. Fly, 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 fly. Yeah! Flying Tony. Flying Tony.
There we go. Bat signal out
Well,
for
Tony,
Flying Tony.
if you still listen, we love you and we miss you. Please download the app so we can hear from you.
I just don't know how this would happen, but that's so scary to think about. Just
least it
right
was quick,
into the
right?
motor. Yeah, it had to happen.
Your
quick.
idea of Tony just calling and nobody's picking up is exactly how I picture Johnny Tempo right now.
What's going on here? Let's see if don't do that to him.
He was like 85 years old.
He's an older man, but he looked like he
For
was in
10-year
such good
anniversary,
shape.
remember.
Yeah, it is true. Let's see what they say. Maybe they talk about more details about how this guy got sucked into the engine or ingested into the
Tonight,
engine.
the National Transportation Safety Board is investigating what officials are calling a freak accident at San Antonio International Airport. A ramp worker died Friday after being, quote, ingested into an airplane engine. Why
would they use ingest?
I don't like that.
I don't think they. I don't.
The plane gonna poop it out later?
I don't think that the officials at Delta want any sort of press release to go, Well, unfortunately, we had an incident where a passenger was sucked into the jet engine.
Yeah, they're trying to avoid that.
Yeah.
And they're saying ingested instead. But no more details about how exactly that went down.
I was going to say no more passenger.
No. Well, no more of that, too. But that's just a fact of life. All right, let's go over to you. Let's see what's happening in your world. And here we are. We start things off this week with D-Dub-D. It says, Junkie Dream.
Happy Monday, junkies.
Hey.
I had the most crazy dream last night.
Sean,
Sabrina, and I were running around town. Sean was putting up signs of propaganda and weird stuff. And then Sabrina looked over at me and said she would like to hook up with me and have me as her side piece. However, in the dream, we never had sex or hooked up or anything like that, but we were spooning. I know you're lesbian. It was just so weird and odd.
I was
and
Big
I just
Spoon
woke
then?
up with that on my mind. Unfortunately, C-Lane, you weren't in the dream.
You didn't even make the cut.
I just don't know where that came from. Anyways, y'all have a great day. Love you.
I don't know
They
if
woke
I'm
up so sticky too.
I don't know. I don't
After
know
the
if
propaganda posters.
Don't really know if I'm that upset.
Wait, how are you spooning with him and I'm putting up propaganda posters?
I mean, I think it's on par.
Is he like he's at his house and I say, I'll be back? You know, I'm going to put up some
No, I
propaganda
think we walked
posters?
through the streets and then we ended up at his house. I think you were. I don't know if you came in. Obviously, I was the one spooning him. You
Yeah.
might have just continued the night to putting up propaganda
And what
posters.
was my propaganda about? I've got to know more about this. Thank
Probably
you.
9/11 inside job.
It
or
could
something.
be. Let's see here. Here is Tuck Frump. It says, "What happened, Sabrina?" Question mark.
God.
Okay.
Today's my day, huh?
Sabrina, what happened? You used to always talk about being happy in this like
Okay,
healthy,
I'm not. I don't want to.
relationship.
Okay, but
Okay. Well, one, I'm not in a relationship, and two, I'm perfectly fine.
yeah, she's not miserable.
It's just do jokes. I'm a sarcastic lady.
Yeah, I don't know if that's not coming across,
Or
but
maybe I'm just not acknowledging something, but
No.
I'm happy today.
Yeah.
I got my poop award.
Right, I saw that. Yes, you got an award there from
It
the
was a
soccer team.
Yep. Production, every week they give out an award for the person of outstanding production performance,
Mhm.
poop.
Oh,
And
that's where it comes from.
I never
See.
ever
You
thought
didn't
I
get
was
that?
eligible. And then they were like giving like their little teaser of who it's going to be, and then they said it was me.
Look at that.
So like
Hell
everybody
yeah.
else has gotten the poop award already?
Not everybody. The list right now is like 6 people, and I'm right there.
But-
But I don't know if anyone that's been on camera has gotten it.
It switches out from person to person
Right.
each week, which makes me wonder, is it like the Stanley Cup where when people have it,
I have to drink out of this?
they like rage with it and, you know, they bring it along everywhere where they go?
I will be raging with it.
And
Because I do have to give it back for the next person.
But that thing's probably seen some things.
Yeah, it has.
I think that's been through some times.
Yeah.
Right?
All those crazy Orlando City people just partying their asses
Yeah,
off.
that's true.
I appreciate it. It was fun.
Congratulations on
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
Here's
Poop girl.
Megan Amanda with a first-time dispatch.
Hey, news junkies. Long-time podcast listener here, first-time dispatcher.
Sabrina, why are you so
I wanted
sad?
to say happy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Well done.
And say that I absolutely love listening to y'all. You make my day so much better and bring so much joy. Even my children listen. But just wanted to say thank you so much for everything that you do, and absolutely love you all, and hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks.
Thank
that
you.
was sweet.
It's a nice message
Give her a
here.
star.
That's a good one to hear. Let's do that. She's
Yeah,
got a
but
star.
she has to give us compliments every single time.
We need compliments because 59 more segments to go.
Oh, my God.
59 more.
Are you doing anything special for the long weekend?
Not really. We thought about it. We were going to go somewhere. I think we might still do something. But I don't know. Now it's like 4th of July weekend. There's going to be so many people
it's gonna be a
traveling. Good God. We tried this weekend to go out to the thing that we talked about, that Oddities.
Oh, I meant to
thing.
text. I saw somebody posting from there, and I was like, I wonder if Sean even remembered that was happening. Did you go?
We went out there, and when we got there, it was a little confusing, and there was a ton of people there. Like,
What was it? This is all new to me.
It was this thing that they did this weekend, and it was like a giant Oddities convention.
Oh, with
like the person who made that thing behind you, like that raccoon middle finger, like stuff like that would be for sale and on display out there. And I go, oh, this would be really cool. I love to check this out. But there was so many people, so we parked, and then we started walking toward the place at the fairgrounds where this thing was going down. And I hear like, Sean! And I, oh, God. And then like 3 or 4 more
No
times.
fans, no pictures.
There is a huge crossover with the Oddities community and the audience of this show.
That's right.
There's a huge crossover.
Yeah, we got some weirdos. And also, I mean, you've dabbled in weird
Oh,
stuff.
I love that stuff. Yeah, Courtney's like, I've never seen so many goths all in one place. Look at all these goth people that are here. And I was like, there was all kinds of people. There were so many people that were out there. But I walked up to like the front door because they said cash only when we had pulled in.
That's different.
And I was like, that's not handy. And so the line was probably like 45 minutes to an hour
Jesus,
long.
Sean. I mean, like, let me help you out.
Mhm.
We're media.
Yeah, I know.
What you're doing right here is covering as a media personality.
Right.
So we can get you a media
I walked up to the front door and...
Do you know who I am?
And then when I was up there, somebody else like VIP'd in. And I kind of looked in and I was like, let's get out of here.
Oh, really?
So we went
Dang.
to Magic Mall instead. And just...
Is that your first time there?
I'd never been before.
It is a treat.
There were so many stores in this little Magic Mall, like flea market style
And then
thing.
like fully covered by like jail gates.
Oh yeah, and there's so many things where you're like, I don't know if that's Louis Vuitton or not.
Sure about that?
There's so many different brands like that.
We walked by a bunch of those stands in New York, a bunch of the knockoffs.
Right.
And they were good knockoffs. And I think, like, even the knockoffs are still sort of pricey.
Right, yeah, they are.
It's not like you can go like, oh, I got a Louis Vuitton bag, and it was only $12. No, they're still, they need some cash there.
There was so many stores in that place. It was something to behold, man. It was like
I
wigs,
love Magic Mall.
and then I don't want to say stripper clothes, but it looked like stripper clothes. You know, it was like this whole store with all these models, and it was just like very
C-Lane would call it sluts.
slutty outfits, as C-Lane was. It was like a lot of the, and I go, wow, look at all this. There was so much. It was an interesting journey through there, but the Oddities thing I didn't make it into, unfortunately.
Dang, I'm sorry, dude.
It happens, you know. Let's do
58 more segments.
Let's do one more here. Here is Arturito with the dispatch.
Hello, guys, and greetings from South Florida.
Hey!
Man, congratulations, all three of you. This is fantastic news. I've been listening to you guys, as you know, from everywhere, almost every continent, and I am so happy you guys keep going, and I wish you further more years.
I love it.
Furthermore? You guys got to do something live.
He
Please
is
let
from
me know.
Venezuela.
I'll take the track over there, even though right now I am home nursing this knee surgery. I will get my butt and go hang out with you guys.
Sounds like
That's
a
all I have.
plan.
All right. Thank you, Arturito. Appreciate the kind words. And we will continue doing
gonna
this
throw up?
for furthermore years. We don't want to make any big pronouncements anyhow. We're not, no huge promises. One more, actually. We'll do one more here. And let's check in with Jen. Oh, I'm sorry, not Jen. Here's Autobot Ash. Sorry, Jen, didn't make the
Hey,
cut.
News Junkies. Autobot Ash here, and I was just listening to a podcast because I can't keep up with you guys.
All right.
And you were talking about 9/11.
Okay.
My birthday
must have been an
is
old podcast.
9/11,
Yeah,
and
sounds
it
like it.
sucks. So I pretty much just changed it to 9/12.
What?
Yeah.
You can
It
do
is what
that?
it is. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Autobot Ash C-Lane's birthday is on 9/11 too. But he kept.
Did you know
with
you
it.
could just change?
He said he's not going to let it ruin his birthday.
Hell no.
He's going to celebrate regardless, no matter what happened on that day. When we come back, there's a story that's just starting to make waves, and it's about a woman in Kentucky who got into an Uber. That ride ended with the Uber driver dead, and everything that happened in that Uber is now under scrutiny, and it was a wild ride. What happened? That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
So until they ban it, you can still find us here at Real Radio 104.1 on TikTok, powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey everybody, Jamie King with you now, Fox 35 Storm Center. Just want to update and freshen up the forecast for you on this Monday here in Central Florida as we approach midday. Hot and humid today, 95, feeling more like 103 though during the afternoon with a feels like temp. Rain chance of 20% or less, mainly after 3 or 4 p.m. An evening shower chance tonight, 20%, lows to 75, partly cloudy. And on Tuesday, hot high 96, rain chance 20%, 40% on Wednesday, highs at 95. For Fox 35, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Take care.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Healthcare.
HCA Florida Healthcare is here for everyone in your family at every stage of life, providing comprehensive, personalized care. Because healthier tomorrows are what we're all about. Learn more at hcafloridahealthcare.com.
Night Nation, the inaugural Big 12 football season is coming this fall. UCF will host Baylor, West Virginia, and Oklahoma State. Single game tickets are now available for all games. Get yours at UCFKnights.com or call 407-823-1000.
If you're a pro painter, do you know how much you're paying per gallon for paint? Paint stores try to convince you that you're getting a good deal with deep discounts. But what they don't tell you is their starting price is too high to begin with. If you buy paint from the Home Depot, you're getting the lowest price per gallon on Behr paint, guaranteed. We offer everyday low prices on every gallon of top-rated Behr paints, stains, and primers. Plus, pros earn discounts through our Pro Extra Paint Rewards program. That's the value of the Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only. See store for details.
For over a decade, SimpliSafe has revolutionized home security, and our latest advancement is here, 24/7 LiveGuard protection, only from SimpliSafe. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplisafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus next-day energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
Fireworks may be fun for us, but for dogs, not so much. Loud noises can cause fear and anxiety in dogs. At Dogtopia, your pup can have the most exciting day ever and sleep through the night. Visit dogtopia.com/locations to book a meet and greet near you today.
Look, some choices in life are complicated. Others, thankfully, are much simpler. Like choosing True as One checking. There are no overdraft fees, lots of practical perks, and when your life evolves and account balances grow, we'll upgrade your perks automatically. Truest One checking. One simple choice. Truist Bank. Member FDIC.
It's Jeep 4x4 season. Now well-qualified returning FCA lessees get a low-mileage lease on select 2023 Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x4 models in dealer stock for $409 a month for 39 months with $2,999 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. On tag 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo models invoiced prior to 5/4/23 while dealer stock lasts. Call 1-888-925-JEEP for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease request for capital. Currently must end by 7/1/24. Extra charge for miles up to 32,500. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 7/5. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Get ready to save with Spectrum One. You get Spectrum Internet delivering fast and reliable speeds for $49.99 a month. Free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced privacy and security. And a free Spectrum mobile line with unlimited talk, text, and data. Plus nationwide 5G. Go to spectrum.com/save more and use the Spectrum One savings calculator to see how much you can save today. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Hear the latest news from the headlines on your phone. Download the free iHeartRadio app for exclusive live coverage of breaking news. From what's happening where you live to what's happening across the country. Live from the center of the story. Listen for free anywhere, anytime. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. They have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer's skills in these matters.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GO to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Wawa Hoagie Fest is back, and they're celebrating 15 years of hoagie love with $5 shorties and $6 classics in any variety. Gotta have a Wawa.
ThesNewsJunkie.com. And guess who emails?
Alan.
Angry Alan emailing in over the weekend.
That's a thing now,
We got a couple from Angry Alan. And the second one is of note. So first, Angry Alan emails to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Congratulations on contributing to the delinquency and destruction of young black America. You should promote O.J. Simpson next, he says. No idea what he's talking about. Maybe the rap murder
Yeah, he's
song
talking about
thing?
the rapper.
He's still focused on that
Everyone
rap
got
murder
real
song.
hype about that, Sean.
I don't know what the...
Do we all know how many people have murdered that we have in our top 40?
Also, for the record, we play O.J. Simpson's tweets all the time. Hello, Twitter world.
Hey, Twitter world.
We play his stuff all the time. And Angry Alan follows up, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. He says, you win. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Damn it. Oh, my God.
You don't have it?
Got right over here.
I'm moving on.
Do it. I don't even know if I have it anymore. I'm looking.
Wow.
I'm trying.
Also, that girl is 15 now.
I'm moving on.
Nailed it. Perfect timing. You win. I'm moving on.
Was it, though?
I'm still not angry.
Sure about that?
Just disappointed, he said. He did the
Don't
disappointed thing.
dare, Alan.
Best of luck, he says. Signed, Angry Alan. I like that he's embraced his name. But he says he's moving on. I guess he's going to go listen to something else. He's not going to hang out with us anymore.
But then another email came in.
No, that's it for now. But I think
I
he's
thought you said
out
a
there.
second one was of note.
That was the second one.
Oh,
you
my
don't like
bad.
murders. You're in for a surprise when you go move on to Crime Junkie.
Yeah, it's going to be a whole other world over there. You'll be back. Nah, he's not going anywhere. He's listening right now, I guarantee you. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com, and Brett emails. He says, Sean, Sabrina, and C-Lane. I highly recommend y'all to watch The Idol. First episode, I would have stopped it and put on something else to watch, but I had made food and was eating at the moment. So I kept watching, and I'm glad I did.
Can't change the channel with chicken hands.
No way. So greasy.
It evokes uncomfortable, unsettling, and dark, yet beautiful, warm, and captivating emotions that
So you
cumulatively
masturbated during that
combined
second
into a fantastic film, he says. The casting, scoring, cinematography, and acting are commendable. This sounds like a Rotten Tomatoes review here. As far as the sex scenes being over the top, those of which caused so much controversy in the press, they weren't bad at all. And I wouldn't find it hard to believe that the controversy was actually an in-house press tactic. Thus far, HBO has put out 3 of the best shows I've seen in quite a while. White Lotus, Succession, and now The Idol. He really liked this thing. All similar in the unnerving and WTF moments throughout each episode that sit with you, while also having undertones of very thought-provoking content. Some might even say similar to Butt Boy, he says.
Okay, now I know exactly what type of person he is.
Catch you guys on the flippity flip, he says. Thank you, bro.
Never mind, that has changed.
To tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. You know what I watched this weekend? We binged the whole season, the whole new season of...
Brand new show, cheers.
No, not something new this time, for real, actually. The Bear. We watched The Bear season 2.
You already got through the whole season?
Got through the whole thing.
Don't say anything.
I'm only going to say this, because So the first episode of The Bear season 2 starts off pretty slow.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like,
We watched the first one.
You're slow rolling into it. It's not bad or anything. It's just slow. It's just like
Yeah.
a slow first episode. And then it gets into a series of episodes from 2 to 5 that they're tough to watch to me. They're like really, it's trying to put you on edge, and it's uncomfortably cut, and it's done in such a way that like every scene has something annoying going on. Like there's a scene where they're sitting in the restaurant and there's a fire alarm, or no, not a fire alarm, like the security alarm is going off at the restaurant the entire time in the background. And you're like, oh my God.
Turn it off.
And so there's all these scenes like this, and it's so tense and it makes you anxious. It's anxiety ridden all the way up through this episode. Then you get to episode 5. And episode 5, when I started watching it, it has what's her name in it?
Come on, Sean.
Damn it, man.
All right, The Bear season 2 cast.
Not Sharon Stone. Famous actress.
All right. That narrows it down.
She plays his
Molly
mother.
Gordon.
No. Everybody knows the name. Everybody knows the name.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. And there's this scene that is playing out because it's like a holiday party. And it's like the video version of Nails on a Chalkboard. It is so hard to get through. But once you get halfway through that episode, the episode is actually really good. And then the rest of it is some of the best TV I've seen in a while. Like, I really liked the final 3 episodes.
Yes, Chef.
But when watching it, I was like, oh, Courtney and I were like, well, we might need to turn this off. Like, I don't know if I can get through this.
Watch The Idol.
So uncomfortable to watch. If The Idol's worse than that, then I don't know how people are powering through.
I don't know. It depends. Like,
it wasn't bad. It was just like,
you and Courtney have watched sex scenes together.
Oh
obviously.
yeah, all the time.
So as far as The Idol, like I would highly recommend it's just both of you, because that is not something to watch with a friend.
No, you don't want a third party involved.
It's just, it really gets to a point, and I, bless The Weeknd soul for allowing himself to be so creepy, because I don't think I could look at him anymore and not see the slick back rat tail that said the things he said.
It is quite the look.
I've only 1 or 2 episodes of this season of The Bear so far, but we liked it. One thing we did not care for, Ashley went to bed. I stuck it through just because I had gone that far. But we watched Charlie Day's new movie. It's not brand new, but Fool's Paradise.
Right, I've seen the trailer.
It was like Ray Liotta's last film.
Yeah,
that and Cocaine Bear, and it's not good.
No,
it's.
I loved Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, the premise is that Charlie Day was like a mental patient who lost the ability to speak.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
it's such a weird start.
But he's like the exact twin of a famous movie star who dies. So they just put him in a bunch of movies, and he never speaks through the whole.
He doesn't have one line
through the whole.
But they
movie.
think he's brilliant,
yeah,
right?
and they think they're like, oh, this guy's the best. And anything like where you would think that they would almost have to make him speak, they just skip. So like one
great movie for him though. You don't have to memorize a whole bunch of dialogue.
1 second he's getting married, and they're like, oh, he has to say like I do or something. And they're like, dearly beloved, fast forward to the honeymoon. It had its moments, but nothing.
Your wife was not a big
super
fan?
redeeming. Ashley's like, I'm going to bed.
Good night.
There's a lot of people now chiming in on the Bear thing. Angel on YouTube says, I tried watching the Bear season 1, didn't care for it. Show getting great reviews, so may have to try again.
I thought season 1 was great.
Yeah, I thought the first season was really good. And there's some people, when you say it's like, I said it's chaotic and anxiety inducing, some people will go, well, you don't understand. If you've worked in a kitchen, you understand what they're trying to do. No, I get that, especially when they're trying to work in the kitchen. But if you watch the second season, trust me, there are 3 episodes in a row that are difficult to actually watch because everything being done is meant to raise your anxiety. The way the music is brought in, the way all the sounds are going, it's like an artistic choice that I hated. I hated it, but I loved the entirety of the season because the last 3 episodes were so good.
And I like him. I like Jeremy Allen White.
Cool.
One of the only things when the first season of The Bear that came out that I was kind of like, that took me out of it was that I just see him as his character in Shameless.
Right.
And he's so similar to the character in Shameless that could be that the bear is just about the guy from Shameless running a restaurant.
Right, yeah.
They're like, hey, we got a character for you. We just need you to chain smoke cigarettes the entire time.
And you got to see the one episode that I said is like the pinnacle of the anxiety-inducing, stressful to watch episode is the one with Bob Odenkirk in it.
Oh, really?
And the whole I'm not going to say what it is, but like the way that episode ends is really good. And he was good in it. It was an interesting role for him to play. But I'm watching the whole season. I'm like, where's Bob Odenkirk? Where is he? And then finally it pops up with, okay, this is the role that he's playing.
Bobby.
There was a lot of different appearances throughout the season, but I thought that was good. All right, let's get into this story about this Uber situation. They say a Kentucky woman has been accused of fatally shooting her West Texas Uber driver after mistakenly believing she was being kidnapped and taken to Mexico.
What?
According to police. Phoebe Copus is her name. She is jailed in El Paso, Texas. 52-year-old Daniel Garcia was the Uber driver, and they said Pedro was driving Copus to a location in a far area of southeast El Paso. They said she was visiting her boyfriend. During the ride, Copus saw traffic signs that read Juarez, Mexico. She got confused and she thought that this guy was like trying to kidnap her and take her to Mexico. So she grabs a handgun from her purse and she shoots the Uber driver right in the head.
Jesus.
She shoots this guy.
Execution style?
She shot him right in the back of the head. The vehicle crashed into barriers before coming to a stop on a freeway. They said before she called 911, she took a photo of him and texted it to her boyfriend. And they said his family took him off life support after several days.
Fishy, man.
So she's saying I thought I was in danger. I thought this guy was kidnapping me and taking me to Mexico.
No 911 call after she shoots him?
After she shot him, after she took a photo and sent it to her boyfriend, then she calls 911.
Yeah, okay.
And the thing to me that is going to be interesting about this is I'm almost positive there was a language barrier going on between the rider and the driver.
Right.
Which happens all the time in Uber drivers. And honestly, it's not generally too big of an issue.
Ubers are the place that I use my Google Translate app the most.
Yeah, you got a question every once in a while. You might have to like figure out how to say something. But mostly it's like a non-issue that somebody's not speaking English or they're Spanish or whatever. And in that area, come on, you're in El Paso, Texas. You're going to expect that a lot of people you encounter will be speaking Spanish.
You should at least
shoot you in the back of the head.
Yeah, she shot him. She thought that she was getting kidnapped.
You should at least know left and right in Spanish.
Right.
That's I mean, it comes
I
in.
don't.
It comes, no, derecha.
Derecha? Is that directions?
Derecha is right.
Derecha is right. What's left?
Izquierda.
Izquierda. I can remember that one.
Now, what's very confusing is that derecha to the right, derecho, straight.
Derecho is straight.
Oh, derecho is straight?
Derecha
now
is
I'm like
right.
doubting myself, and my
all these years of Spanish
shaking in her
class,
grave.
I don't remember any of those things. I don't remember that at all. I like Izquierda. They dropped the ball on Izquierda. It should have been for scared because it just kind of sounds like it would be the Spanish version of
Derecho
scared.
is straight, derecha is right, izquierda for left, and then señorita is miss.
Oh, that one I know. Yeah, that one. And
Hello, señorita.
Donde está el baño? Where's the bathroom? Got that one down. But everything else, right through my brain and out the other side. When we come back, our friend Amy Coffelt will be joining us on the show. Lots of stuff happening in the news, and she will take us on a tour through that when we come back. Amy Coffelt coming up next on the News Junkie.
Tacos for Talkbacks is back, and we're giving away Tijuana Flats cash this Friday. Get the details at realradio.fm/taco.
A lot of disabled vehicles on the Florida Turnpike today. Northbound after I-4, shoulder block there. Also the shoulder blocked after an earlier crash, northbound at State Road 408. And the Turnpike southbound after Orange Blossom Trail, shoulder block there from an earlier accident. And very heavy volume from well before US 21 on eastbound I-4 to after State Road 429. See traffic troubles? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Gatorland. Gatorland knows you need more animals, more gators, and more fun. And now, Florida residents get what they need for less with $16.50 admission now through the end of June. We know what y'all need. Y'all need Gatorland.
Are you ready to put some cash in your pocket? Because Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. With 13 chances every weekday, you'll have plenty of opportunities to win $1,000 in your hand. But there is a catch, because there's always a catch. Right. If you get a call, you need to answer your phone. That's right. The key to winning is picking up your phone when we call. So don't send us to voicemail. This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
O'Reilly. Stay cool this summer with AC Pro and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, get a $15 O'Reilly Auto Parts gift card after rebate plus 2 times O Rewards points with the purchase of select AC Pro ready-to-use refrigerant products that include a hose and gauge. If your vehicle's AC is blowing hot air, beat the heat with AC Pro at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
At Fifth Third Bank, we give you free checking, never have hidden fees, and help protect your identity.
Wow, really?
Yep. See, our name equals 166.7%, so we put in that much effort.
Well, my name's Jim, so I guess I'm headed to the gym, and I'm going to put in 166.7% effort, too.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
No one's ever been proud of me.
This is banking a Fifth Third better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season and available in the produce section right now. Whoa, hey, careful now. There's plenty of juicy watermelon and other tasty Florida-grown produce for everyone. I mean, all you have to do is ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
Every day you breathe in thousands of tiny little germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Flush them out with Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Doug, a verified Navage user who writes, I had difficulty for years breathing through my nose. After using Navage, my whole breathing has changed. My sinuses don't hurt, and no more stuffy nose. It's an amazing product. Unquote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, then Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Navage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
W-O-R-K, Work News Radio.
Next up, incidents of pressing all the elevator buttons unexpectedly spike on Bring Your Kid to Work Day. But first, the latest on a team lunch that wasn't ordered through Easy Cater.
I'm in the break room where lunch that was previously announced on the way has now been downgraded to hopefully soon.
Fingers crossed, Michelle. Fingers crossed.
Newsflash, it's hard when the food is late, but at Easy Cater, we make hard easy. With food for work delivered on time and is ordered from over 100,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com. For over a decade, SimpliSafe has revolutionized home security, and our latest advancement is here, 24/7 LiveGuard protection, only from SimpliSafe. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplisafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season and available in the produce section right now. Whoa, hey, careful now. There's plenty of juicy watermelon and other tasty Florida-grown produce for everyone. I mean, all you have to do is ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
Planning a DIY fence project, but you're not sure where to start? Consider Fence in a Box from Fence Outlet. They offer fixed prices that include all materials to complete a fence for an average 120-foot backyard. PVC, aluminum, wood. Learn more at fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
As of today, we love you. We appreciate you. If you miss any of the show, you can always go back and gobble that up by getting the podcast. The links to that are up at thenewsjunkie.com. But now, time to get to our favorite part of the week.
Also 10 years, I believe.
God, has it really been? It
had to have been just a couple days after.
Oh, my goodness. Amy Coffelt for Box 35.
I cannot believe it's been 10 years.
That's crazy. I can't believe this.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to have a big party?
We're working on some things. Yeah, we got some stuff that we're working on right now.
Very
Nothing
on par.
locked
It's
in.
not going to be in the next week or so.
Why would we line this up to perfectly time with it? No, we're not going to do that. But yeah, there's going to be something that happens at some point. We're going to invite you for sure, too, Amy. We'd love to have you.
I would love it. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so for us, it's been since I've been with you guys. How long?
Almost 10 years.
Almost the whole time, I think.
I thought you were in with us like right when we started.
That's crazy. Has it been 10 years?
Yeah, it's been 10
We've
years.
grown up together.
Well, I mean,
We watched your kids grow up. Like we met.
we did.
Like your youngest was 3, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Now
because he's going to be 13 in October. That's crazy.
Now we got
guys.
kids going off to college, and everybody's growing up. And
gosh.
oh man,
Except for us, we haven't really done.
yeah, we're just doing the same
changed
damn
all that
thing.
much. Well, Celine's gonna have
That's
a
what I
baby.
love about you guys, though.
What?
That's part of the charm.
Hey, I saw this weekend, Amy, you were in Georgia. Looked beautiful wherever you were.
Yes. Have you guys ever been up to Blue Ridge, Georgia? Up in the mountains?
No.
That's not the
You
place
love
that looks like a German town, is it? There's a place in Georgia that looks like Oktoberfest.
That's Helen, Georgia. That's
Okay.
about an hour from where we were. That's actually a really cute town too, especially if you like German food, German beer. If you've ever been to Hollerbach's, it's like Hollerbach's on steroids. It's the whole town.
Huh.
So it's really fun. So and then they have you can go tubing down. I think I told you guys about this last time we were there. We went tubing down the Chattahoochee River, which runs through
fun.
Helen.
Oh.
But on this trip, we tubed down the Toccoa and we did whitewater rafting on the Ocoee River, which is gorgeous. That's where, when they did the Olympics in Atlanta many years ago, they built this beautiful whitewater rafting course up in the mountains in Georgia, and it's run by the Tennessee Valley Authority. That's how they generate electricity up there, is they open and close the dam. And it just makes this huge, rushing, amazing rafting conditions. So it's really fun.
Like not scary.
I mean, it's like class 3 and 4. Have you ever been whitewater rafting before?
No,
I mean,
it's
like
I don't know what that
it's not-
means.
well, they class the rapids by like class 1 is like a trickle. Class 2 is like, okay, you got you're bobbling around a little bit. And then once you get to 3 and 4, it's like pretty intense.
So
Class 5 is
Amy, he was
max.
talking about whitewater rafting. He doesn't know what that means.
I know what that is. I've heard of it. I've never tried it. Class 4 is the equivalent of like a black diamond on a ski slope.
Yeah, I would say so. Like I could never do class 5. Like class 3 and 4 was fine. We had a guide with us. I mean, she knows what she's doing. The rest of us are just like following orders, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, paddle left, paddle right.
Yeah,
Oh.
what
It was
class
really
is
fun.
Lazy River? Because
That's
think
what I
that's
want.
the extension.
And I'm going to
of
sing
mine.
the Chattahoochee song the entire time.
Go ahead.
And just keep going and going until everybody hates me. I can't stop
Way
myself.
down, yeah. You have to, but that's the thing that's so funny about when you're on the Chattahoochee. You're singing the Alan Jackson song the whole time.
It looked
you can't help it.
beautiful in those Instagram photos. Looks like I had a good time
It
out
was
there.
fun. It was fun.
So we
I mean,
also
Sean, yeah.
we saw that you guys had some exclusives over at Fox 35, and it was such a wild video. This Royal Caribbean cruise where I don't know too much about the details, but it looked like out of nowhere this really bad storm hit, and these people were scrambling. There's
gosh,
chairs flying
Isn't that
everywhere.
awful?
It was insane. People need to go see that video, by the way, on the website. We'll tell you about that in just a second. But so, does anybody know if there was any warnings or anything before this happened, or if they were just surprised?
You know what? That's a good question, Sean. I mean, you would think, right? I mean, these cruise ships have, they have a staff that's very well versed in the weather that's coming. To me, it just seemed odd that people were outside on the deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, wouldn't you be like, okay, everybody has to be mandatory indoors? That just seems strange to me because, I mean, you saw those people, they couldn't even walk on the deck.
No,
Like,
they were holding on for
and
dear
sliding.
life.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I don't know if it just like came up on them fast and they didn't know it was coming. I don't know. And then did you see we had the passenger video? There was a woman who went overboard on Friday at Port Canaveral right after
Tough weekend at the port.
Yeah,
for real.
Good God.
But I think they found her. So anyway, we don't know a lot of details about that one. We're still waiting to see what the circumstances were of her falling overboard, if she fell, if she jumped. I don't know.
Best possible
Yeah, it's
scenario to
kinda
go
crazy.
overboard would be doing it at the port.
Yeah,
Yeah,
1,000%.
Yeah, it's a wild weekend at that port. And I know as a mom, watching that part of the video where the weather gets all bad and one of the deck chairs is coming for that mom and it takes out the stroller, but she had the baby in her arms and she was like running
Thank
for
God,
safety.
man.
It's like, holy cow.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's the craziest video. Have you guys seen that? This is the other crazy video you got to pull up. I'm actually looking to see if we have it on our website, but I don't see it. Did you see the tornado video in Indiana?
I think I did see a tornado video this weekend that was pretty intense.
Crazy, Sean. It's crazy. If you get a chance to pull it up and post it on your website, it's nuts. You're used to seeing these massive tornadoes. They don't usually it's like going through a big field somewhere. This one is ripping right through this apartment complex and you can just see like debris flying everywhere. It's nuts.
The weather is going to be something this summer. I'm telling you.
I mean, there's a bunch of videos of this. Here's one of these.
It's crazy.
Right here. Let's see.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's just
Look at
tearing
that.
through an apartment building like it's
Isn't that
nothing.
nuts?
Wow. Oh, hey, get inside.
You want to
Look at
get as
that
far
thing,
away from
man.
that as you possibly can.
I mean, that person's pretty close.
It looks like a movie.
It looks like they're, I know. It doesn't even look real.
But rather than being scared about being near a tornado, they're like, this is going to go viral.
And it did.
Can't
Look at
wait.
And it did.
Yeah,
They
this
got
video
their
is
sacrifices
all over the place today. What else is grabbing your attention out there, Amy?
Okay, so a couple things. This is just breaking within the last few minutes, but you guys remember the story that we have been covering up in Ocala of the neighbor that shot through her door and killed the mother who came over to talk to her about, the kids out in the yard. So they just had a court appearance and the DA explained why, because remember there were a lot of people who were like, why did she get manslaughter charges and why not second-degree murder? And so I just thought this was interesting. So they came out saying that the state said that there's insufficient evidence to prove that she had a depraved mind. Susan Lawrence is her name. Which would require second-degree murder. And this is where it gets all lawyery, and I don't understand necessarily all of what they're saying here, but they say depraved mind requires evidence of hatred, spite, ill will, or evil intent toward the victim at the time of the killing. And
At the time of the killing, though, because I know that details came out that they had issues in the past.
Yeah, they had
correct,
history.
right? Because there was a relationship here leading up to us where they had issues in the past. Yeah, and you remember the 911 call. One of the 911 callers said in the call, "This is the lady in the neighborhood that calls the police all the time."
Yep.
So obviously there was a history there. It says, given the facts of this case, aiming a firearm at the door and pulling the trigger is legally insufficient to prove depraved mind.
Wow.
So I don't know. Can you imagine being a DA and having to figure out all
Yeah.
this stuff.
Yeah, it's all in the details. And the problem is when people are watching somebody get charged in a case, they don't understand these little things, these small issues. They're like, it doesn't seem like justice to them if the person doesn't get charged, but they don't want to overcharge just to please the public and then not be able to get the conviction.
Prove the case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a very good point, Sean. And that happens a lot, right? You overcharge and then the jury's like, that's the wrong charge, and they disagree, and then the case gets thrown out, and then they end up not getting anything. So, so we'll be continuing to follow that. And then I know you guys followed the Titan implosion last week really carefully. There was an update today.
What happened?
Remember the Winter Park couple. Remember the ones that went up on the they went up on the Blue Origin rocket.
The ones that
in
are
Texas.
The ones that are suing OceanGate.
Yes. So they dropped the lawsuit today. They sent a
really?
statement to us saying that they have dropped the lawsuit, saying that they are no longer going to pursue it. They said, this was their quote. They said, like most people around the world, we've watched the coverage of the OceanGate Titan capsule with great concern and enormous amount of sadness and compassion for the families who lost their lives. We honor their zest for life as well as their commitment to the exploration of our oceans. As has been reported, we have been involved in a legal dispute with Stockton Rush. He was, of course, the one that they were communicating with. And they said, in light of these tragic events, we have informed our attorneys to withdraw all legal actions against Stockton.
Man.
Do you think there's any possibility that there was like a under the table settlement?
Well,
they really wanted out.
Maybe. I mean, they had paid like, a down payment on doing this, and then they backed out. I don't know if they were worried about safety concerns or, they're obviously big. They're big adventurers if they went up on the Blue Origin
and
rocket.
filthy rich.
Well, the Stockton guy's dead, isn't he? He was on.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah,
but the company, there was a guy who ran the company with him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The company itself still exists, right? I don't know how that works.
Their website's still up. They still list the Titan as one of their submersibles. You could borderline reserve the next trip.
Some of the things that really, really got me about that story were the little details, like the son not really wanting to go. Yeah, but
that was heartbreaking.
His father was like so dead set on it that he went, and then when he was down there, he was trying to break the record for a Rubik's Cube at the deepest depth or something.
Is there a one to break?
I guess so. And so he was hoping to do that while he was down there. And if he wasn't going to go, the ticket was originally for his mom. So mom now has to live with the husband and the son being dead, and she was the one who was supposed to use that ticket. And just so much about that is crazy. And then there's like all these people that are, I don't care because they're rich, they're billionaires, screw them.
It got really morbid, but then I think a lot of people were checked when there was a small hope that with all our funny memes that we were just going to find them alive and then get to, keep poking at them.
I do think people have to understand there is, even though it sucks, feel bad for all the families, et cetera, don't care if they're billionaires, but do feel for them for the losses that they've gone through. But even if I was in this situation, I would realize that there's elements of funny to it, right? Like I would understand that there's some things that people can meme about, which is what they were doing for like 3 or 4 days on end, going crazy on these.
Little did we know they died like the first couple hours.
Yeah, they were gone.
Yeah, that was fascinating tidbit too, Sabrina. Just talking about how the Navy has these like supersonic listening devices basically under the water, and that they detected something within 2 hours of the submarine going down.
I have a conspiracy theory I've been working on here. Okay.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah, I just want to toss this out there.
You're gonna print these out and post them up?
Yeah, I'm gonna put
propaganda?
my propaganda is this. Okay. I think sometimes after things happen, the U.S. government's like, yeah, we totally knew about that. We definitely we heard that. We recorded it with our super underwater microphones.
Didn't want to say anything with a full media coverage.
And they're like, well, just so you know, we're listening everywhere. Because this weekend, we'll talk about what happened in Russia this weekend because it was a wild time. But there was like this military coup, almost loosely speaking. And afterwards, the U.S. government comes out. They're like, "Yep, we knew about this for weeks and weeks." And like, after something happens, the U.S. government's always like, "Yep, we knew about that. We got super secret listening devices, sources everywhere." And sometimes I think we're just bragging afterwards to try to scare people off. I don't know if that's true.
Like
or not.
the same with the Chinese balloon. Oh, we knew those Chinese balloons. Were
Yeah,
we knew that. We've been following those for.
We know everything about the balloons.
Yeah, we
Anything
already
there
knew
is to know. We knew all about those damn
We
things.
just didn't tell you guys.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe them.
Just forget that part where we missed one of them with a very expensive missile.
Yeah,
Right, that
okay.
one.
Well, always a blast to talk to you. We love you.
I love you guys.
We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you next week. Amy Coffelt.
Hooray! We'll talk to her next week.
We will.
We'll
be
talk
out.
to you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll talk to you.
Are you guys
time
off
after that.
next week?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because the 4th of July holiday. You're taking it on the 3rd and the 4th. Lucky you.
Yeah, we got a nice little stretch there.
We're going to Georgia.
Sean's not counting down at all.
I'm not counting down segments or hours or days. All right, thank you, Amy.
Love you.
Love you guys. Enjoy the break.
There she goes. Watch every single morning.
The
If
best.
you're here in Orlando, you can watch on Good Day Orlando. No matter where you're listening right now or what radio station you're listening on, you can go to the website, fox35orlando.com, because it's one of the best news sources out there. Always interesting stuff.
And just get a VPN and,
tunnel in.
pirate the signal.
Tunnel in and get the GDO that you deserve every single morning. Okay, quick break. When we come back, we'll get into what the hell happened in Russia. And if you don't know about this, it was a wild ride. I'll tell you what went down and maybe what's going to happen next. For anybody who's totally detached from anything happening in Russia, I think you'll still find this interesting. And it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Very serious crash in Osceola County on I-4 eastbound approaching Osceola Parkway. Left 3 lanes are blocked, as well as the left shoulder westbound by a state trooper. Several ambulances and fire apparatus on scene as well. So best way maybe to get around that would be try to take 417 if it's not already blocked to 535 and then back on to I-4. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. I'm in the Traffic Center. I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Fontainebleau's Summer Paradise Getaway.
Fontainebleau Miami Beach is your summer paradise getaway. Unwind and renew at Lapa Spa and float among 11 pools just steps from the ocean. The possibilities are endless. Save up to 25%, plus receive up to $100 resort credit when you stay 4 nights or more, June through September. Book now at Fontainebleau.com.
All right, don't miss the boat, my friends. Compare your quote today and do it with that mortgage guy, Don. That mortgage guy, Don, president of Happy Home Mortgage Brokerage and host of the Home Loans Radio Show, he is here for you. Over 250 5-star Google reviews and 1,100 reviews at experience.com. Very safe to say that Don, he knows what he's doing. And I can say with full confidence that he is looking out for you. He has your best interest in mind. He is not going to treat you like just a number. He's going to treat you like a friend. He's part of the Real Radio family, for God's sakes. And chances are very high that you're leaving money on the table. So it's about time you get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs. Get a free fast quote review at thatmortgageguyDon.com. Hit the compare button and Don will review your quote today. Now that mortgage guy Don, he's a mortgage broker, not a corner bank or a retail lender. And that means he has direct access to wholesale lenders that consumers do not. So if you want to see a difference, go to the website right now, thatmortgageguyDon.com. Compare your quote. Plain and simple. No spam, no hassle, just peace of mind. Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Get your tickets now
At AXS.com.
for our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Coming back to Las Vegas.
2 nights,
September 22nd and 23rd.
1 stage,
At T-Mobile Arena.
streaming live only on Hulu.
This is the iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Buy your tickets for our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival now
Before they sell out.
at AXS.com.
That's AXS.com.
Welcome back. Dave and Herb here, and we're talking fresh.
Fresh from Florida, that is. Dave, tell our listeners about the produce that's in season.
There's tomatoes, broccoli, watermelon, freppers, spinach.
Wait, hold it. You're just putting fra in front of produce.
Yeah, as in fresh from Florida.
Produce tastes better when it's grown closer to home. You don't need to make up words.
Really?
Ugh, friends, visit followfreshfromflorida.com to see what's in season.
Don't you mean .from?
Ugh, really?
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season and available in the produce section right now. there's plenty of juicy watermelon and other tasty Florida-grown produce for everyone. I mean, all you have to do is ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
So there I was, deep in the heart of the jungle. You know, solving all the puzzles, doing my thing. Then I see it. The lost treasure of Simia. I grab it and hightail it out of there in my Nissan Rogue. Suddenly, arrows. Fire. Now, I know this may sound like an epic tale of adventure, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. The temple crumbles, boom, crash, but I'm too fast with my trusty VC turbo engine.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select 2023 Nissan Rogue trims. Availability is limited. Shop your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. For well-qualified buyers, 0% APR financing for 36 months on new 2023 Rogue excluding S-trim and dealer stock. Example 36 months financing at $27.78 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to residency restrictions and NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. N7523.
It happens in a matter of seconds, but the aftermath can last a lifetime. Car crash, slip and fall. There's only one Mo you should call. The Mo you know. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Welcome to The Good Stuff. I'm Jacob Schick, a third-generation combat Marine.
And I'm his co-host and wife, Ashley Schick. We believe everyone has a story to tell, not only about the peaks, but the valleys they've been through to get them to where they are today. We're joined by some amazing guests who share the lessons they've learned that shaped who they are and what they're doing to pay it forward and give back.
Listen to The Good Stuff on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Something that's working its way through the courts that could change things big time for anybody buying a house. And actually, C-Lane, you know somebody who does some real estate agent stuff, so I'd be interested to see what the folks in the industry are saying about this right now, because there's 2 lawsuits right now that are about to come to a head about how things work when you're buying a house. And I'll read for this Business Insider thing in just a second. But basically, like when I bought this house, Courtney and I were like, oh, let's look for some houses. We found this one online. We walked here from where we live downtown. And we were like, we like the house.
You walked here?
Yeah, we walked here.
Wow.
It was one
Did
of those,
you think it was less of a walk?
It was one of those walks where we're like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? And when we got up, like, this is too far. We can't live this far away from downtown. It's like 5 seconds. It's not long at all. It just takes a long time when you're walking. But we go over to the house.
I can't believe you just now revealing that you walked here to look at this house the first time.
We wanted to take a look at it.
From 55.
And that was when the agent wasn't even there. Then we called the agent, and you have to go through the process.
You walked here and you couldn't even get inside?
No, we did. We just looked at the outside and like went up to the fence and tried to peek over and stuff. And then we called.
We'll take it.
We called the agent.
Love the fence.
And we start talking with the real estate agent. And as you know, you have like the person who is the seller agent, right? But if you don't have a buyer's agent, a lot of times those real estate people will try to double dip and they'll act as both the buying agent and the selling agent.
Correct.
Right?
Take all the money.
Yeah, this happens all the time. And it's usually 3% on both sides. So all of a sudden, this person who is selling to you is getting 6% of the sale cost of the house, which could be quite a bit of money if you're buying a house. And so now that's what they're working on changing. This says, let's say you're ready to sell your house. Trying to find a buyer and sifting through offers sounds like a nightmare. So you hire a real estate agent. In exchange for their guidance, you agree to pay the agent 3% of the sales price, which they say is industry standard. Your agent advises you that in order to drum up sufficient interest in your home, you should also promise to cover the commission for the buyer's agent another 3% of the sale price. This seems like a hefty chunk of change, but you go along with the setup since you almost certainly couldn't navigate the transaction without some professional help. Like that's very, very true. The idea of selling your house without an agent seems like a difficult one for most people.
Yeah, that's where you find a friend or family member that's an agent.
Yeah, you just want somebody. You know, a friend or family member is good because you know they're not going to screw you over, or you hope they don't screw you over. So they say, as the money makes its way to all the players in this transaction, you wonder, why does it work this way? According to plaintiffs of 2 massive class action lawsuits, this circuitous method of paying real estate agents is all part of a far-reaching scheme that is bilking home sellers out of billions of dollars every year. The heart of the problem, according to the lawsuits, are multiple listing services, local online databases where agents share photos and detailed information about homes for sale. That's the MLS that you hear people talking about, which is like the major
League
thing.
Soccer.
No.
That's why I rent.
What does it stand for? What does MLS stand for? I never even thought about that until now.
I've been given a couple times codes for that. Like your real estate friends are like, all right, use my code.
Yeah.
You can see
Go
what
on the
it's,
MLS.
Actually what it's worth.
It's the big thing. It's like what all the real estate agents look at, and I don't know what it means. Something listing system, major listing system? Who knows?
Sure.
They're an essential component of the U.S. real estate market and the most critical tools that licensed agents have at their disposal.
I think you had it right the first time. Multiple listing service.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Well done, Sean.
They say these lawsuits are finally coming to a head after simmering for several years. And if the plaintiffs succeed, they could rewrite the rules of how agents get paid. The seller might no longer pay out both agents' commissions after the sale closes. Instead, a buyer would pay their agent directly. Proponents say these changes would...
That screams we're still getting screwed over.
Yeah, but that would make it so somebody could, I think, go in and do it for cheaper if they wanted to be like competitive in terms of the marketplace and selling these houses, I think. Proponents say these changes would increase competition amongst agents, dramatically lower commissions, and potentially save consumers as much as $20 billion to $30 billion a year. The defendants argue the current setup actually favors consumers by providing broad access to an efficient real estate market. So basically, what they want to do is open it up so a realtor can come out and go, I'll sell your house for $10,000. I don't need the percentage or whatever. I'll do it for a fraction of what these other people would. And then it creates competition amongst the real estate agents to make them lower the amount of take that they're going to get. Real estate agents are going to hate this because it's a way better setup for them right now. And let me tell you, if you're in a city with some pretty pricey real estate agents can do very well. You can make quite a bit of money if you're good at doing this. So will this change forever? That's the big question. I don't know if they're going to be able to win this case, but it's going to change everything if they do. And what happened in Russia this weekend? Did you guys see this at all? Were you following this at all?
Following would be a different term, but I did see some of the footage and I was confused, but I'm like, all right.
I saw nothing.
Okay, so here's what happened. You have this guy who was running something called the Wagner Group. All right. And he was in Ukraine fighting the Ukrainians on the Russian side.
Is this a Russian man?
He's a
Ukrainian
Russian
man?
dude. He's a Russian dude. He's fighting the Ukrainians in Ukraine.
Got it.
He's got his own military called the Wagner Group. The Wagner Group is one of the largest private militaries in the world. So the guy who's like the general, the leader of the Wagner Group, he's the one in charge of all these forces, right? And they're Russian, but they're not the Russian military. They were a private military that was working for the Russians in Ukraine. And they're like some seasoned badasses, like they know what they're doing. Think Navy SEALs or something. There's estimates that there's like 50,000 of these guys. So the guy who's in charge of this Wagner Group in Ukraine starts yelling that the Russians aren't giving them enough ammunition, and he starts getting pissed, and he says, enough's enough. And he turns his troops around, and he goes to attack Russia. And so his troops with the tanks and everything roll into Russia. And this weekend, within 24 hours, they took a Russian city of over 1 million people. So it was Russia on Russia violence that was happening. And they were talking about...
Isn't that a coup?
Yeah, it was basically a coup. But he wasn't saying that he wanted to take over the country, like in terms of the leadership, but maybe he wanted to take over the military. And this guy was like, I'm heading for Moscow. And next thing you know, they said there was some deal that was struck, and the Wagner Group was leaving Russia and going elsewhere. And the guy who was the head of all of this, Prigozhin is his name, was basically being banished to Belarus. And everything turned around so fast. It was like Russia is in a civil war for 24 hours, and then after that, everything changed immediately. It was the weirdest thing to watch.
Happy weekend, everybody.
And Big Doug Millionaire says these guys are nowhere near the level of Navy SEAL. They're seasoned as far as the Russian military goes, so that's a different level. The Russian military seems to suck, for the record. Okay, they don't seem to be very adept at warfare. And everybody was very scared of the Russian military because Russia's a huge country, but they've been pretty bad performance-wise in Ukraine. Obviously, they weren't able to take over Ukraine, and they're struggling there. But now they were facing their own people, and it was just like breakneck. It says, in 36 hours this weekend, a private Russian mercenary army denounced the country's leadership, caravan toward Moscow in act of open revolt, and then agreed to a truce that ended the hostilities almost as quickly as they began. The coup could have been an email, one Twitter user quipped. And this whole thing was still very confusing as to what's happening next or what's going on. But
have we heard from Ricky? He's back in the States.
I don't know. I got to email him. I forgot to email him last time we talked about this.
I just I love that he forgot about us. Like, we have to reach out to him.
Mm-hmm.
He got that big.
Yeah,
he can't check in with us. What if we're not okay?
Or he's still like in the mix because he was headed to the front lines at one point.
I thought he went back to massive Wisconsin.
I have no idea. I'll email him for sure, though.
Did the Ukraine situation become unsexy for people? I mean, it was top of mind when it first started.
People still got flags in the neighborhood.
And then they were like, oh, man, this
then
Ukraine...
Scandival happens, Elon.
Ukraine thing has been just dragging on.
You know how people are. They get excited about something for 5 seconds and then on to the next one, on to the next one. Carmelo on Discord says, please do not compare the Wagner Group with the SEALs. Our SEALs have no comparison. Wagner PMC would be more like a mercenary group. Of course, in effect, they're a mercenary group like, I'm trying to think of one of the ones we have in the U.S. Is BlackRock one of them? I don't know. We have these kind of groups, militias in the U.S. We use them a lot in Iraq, and I think some in Afghanistan. I'm talking about in terms of their comparison to the regular military, they're way more skilled and seasoned than these like 18-year-old, 17-year-old Russian kids that they're plucking out of their houses and sending to the front lines. And you know how this Wagner group that took over this Russian city this weekend, do you know how they recruit their soldiers?
How?
I've seen a video of it. The guy who's the leader goes to a prison. The prison brings all of the prisoners into one big gathering, and he goes, if you fight for 6 months on the front lines, you're free and clear. And then some people are like, all right, I'll take it. Some people are like, nope, screw it. and then they go on to the next place. So they emptied out like prisons to get a bunch of these people.
Oh, ready?
And they're like the frontline fighters in some of these battles, and they're the only ones who are taking any ground actually in Ukraine. Sergeant Dave said, I read somewhere that Prigozhin called it off because Putin started threatening family members. I read that as well. Yeah, and that doesn't surprise me at all. Okay, one dispatch real quick. We only have time for one. I'm so sorry. But here it is. It's going. DWD has more details on this dream about me and Sabrina. Sorry again,
All right.
Celine. You didn't make that one.
Maybe the next one.
Hey, Junkies, just an update on that dream. I didn't want to ramble on too long, but the propaganda was we were going by signs at like Whataburger and McDonald's that are here in Texas, because that's where I'm at, and you were changing the signs to just incoherent, but in some way it made sense. It was like some kind of propaganda, and Sabrina and I were just holding hands following you, and then Sabrina said, hey, you could come stay with me at my parents' house, but you can't cough while we're there. So I assumed you were going to be smoking the weed, and we get there, and then we just lay down and spooned. Thinking back, I think that came back from here on Channel 2 and NBC in Houston. There's a show after the morning news called Houston Life, and I was watching it earlier, and there's a host on there that resembles a lot of Sabrina to me, so I think maybe that stuck in my head. Just craziness. You can never control dreams and everything, but that's a little update. Y'all have a great day.
This has been quite a journey.
Yeah.
I love the detail that you have in it.
Thanks for that. I gave him a star. Those were good.
Big Doug Millionaire says Blackwater is who you're thinking
That's
of.
it, yeah,
And
Blackwater.
then awarded himself points.
You get points for that. All right, I'll hold those up. Okay, when we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Korn goes from freak on a leash to freak on your feet, while Ginger from Gilligan's Island tells the tale of a funked up residual situation. File this under You Sure About That? To celebrate the new Ninja Turtles movie, Pizza Hut wants to deliver you sewer pizza. Plus, Melanie C. once again rips the reunion rug from right under us. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is Real Music this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey everybody, Jamie King with you now, Fox 35 Storm Center. Just want to update and freshen up the forecast for you on this Monday here in Central Florida as we approach midday. Hot and humid today, 95, feeling more like 103 though during the afternoon with a feels-like temp. Rain chance of 20% or less, mainly after 3 or 4 p.m. An evening shower chance tonight, 20%, lows to 75, partly cloudy. And on Tuesday, hot high 96, rain chance 20%, 40% on Wednesday, highs at 95. For Fox 35, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Take care.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Need an oil change? Valvoline Instant Oil Change makes it easy. No appointment needed. Drive in, stay in the comfort of your car, and they will have you back on the road in no time. So why wait? Save $15 off your oil change at getyouroilchange.com.
Fireworks may be fun for us, but for dogs, not so much. Loud noises can cause fear and anxiety in dogs. At Dogtopia, your pup can have the most exciting day ever and sleep through the night. Visit dogtopia.com/locations to book a meet and greet near you today.
Speak to the experts at Fence Outlet about their Fence in a Box with pre-packaged material for 4 popular styles, including posts, caps, hardware, and cement. Your fence project has never been easier. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252.
New South is Florida's factory direct window company. We manufacture, install, and guarantee your windows for life. One company, one call. Our windows blend energy performance with hurricane protection. New South Window, home of your ultimate Florida window.
Going on now. Buy 2 windows, get a third free. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
At Fifth Third Bank, we give you free checking, never have hidden fees, and help protect your identity.
Oh, really?
Yep. See, our name equals 166.7%. So we put in that much effort.
Well, my name's Jim, so I guess I'm headed to the gym, and I'm gonna put in 166.7% effort too.
Aw, I'm proud of you.
No one's ever been proud of me.
This is banking a Fifth Third better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
Want to improve your marksmanship while saving ammo and saving money? Get better faster with the Mantis X dry fire training system.
It's time to shoot tighter groups.
The Mantis X dry fire training system.
Score 97, bang on the money.
The Mantis X is a smart sensor that fits any weapon with a rail or adapter, pairing to your smartphone or tablet. Analyzes your shooting and tells you how to improve.
Mantis.
94% of shooters improve after just 20 minutes.
X.
Go to MantisX.com.
MantisX.com.
Find high-quality healthcare in Florida at healthfinder.fl.gov. Effortlessly explore facilities based on quality measures like infection rates, surgical complications, and readmissions. Compare safety records for medical facilities like hospitals, nursing homes, and outpatient surgery centers with ease. Elevate your healthcare decisions with the transparency tool at healthfinder.fl.gov. Choose wisely, live healthy. Paid for by the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration.
Wake up, people. You are optimizing every waking hour of your life. From carpooling kids, to work, to friends, and everything in between. You have to get sleep. And a bed that can perform as well as you do. Meet the next generation Sleep Number Smart Bed. It effortlessly adjusts to your shape, position, and movements, learning how you sleep, so you learn to sleep better, night after night. Sleep next level, only from Sleep Number.
The Queen Sleep Number 360 C2 Smart Bed is now only $8.99, plus special financing. Ends Monday. See store for details.
The new Smokin' Triple Stack at Firehouse Subs is stacked high with honey ham, smoked turkey, and slow-smoked beef brisket. To top it off, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders. The Smokin' Triple Stack Sub. Get it for a limited time, only at Firehouse Subs. Participating U.S. locations, Firehouse of America, LLC, and Firehouse Subs suppliers together will donate 0.09% of purchases in 2023 at Firehouse Subs locations to the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation for the purchase of life-saving equipment with a minimum donation of $1 million.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus next-day energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
Wawa Hoagie Fest is back, and they're celebrating 15 years of hoagie love with $5 shorties and $6 classics in any variety. Gotta have a Wawa.
Look, some choices in life are complicated. Others, thankfully, are much simpler, like choosing True as One checking. There are no overdraft fees, lots of practical perks, and when your life evolves and account balances grow, we'll upgrade your perks automatically. Truest One checking. One simple choice. Truist Bank. Member FDIC.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations.
Rover's Morning Glory.
It's The Woody Show.
It's Elliot in the Morning.
All of the once-in-a-lifetime events.
iHeartRadio Music Festival.
All of the best free curated playlists.
It's everything that rocks.
All of the great podcasts for every interest.
This is Freddie Prinze Jr. from the Wrestling with Freddie podcast.
All of the mind-blowing contests.
$20,000.
Awesome. All of your favorite superstars.
This is Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters.
Best of all, it doesn't cost a thing. Download the absolutely free iHeartRadio app now.
For over a decade, SimpliSafe has revolutionized home security, and our latest advancement is here, 24/7 LiveGuard protection, only from SimpliSafe. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplisafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Radio! 104.1.
The next episode in just a moment. All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. And thank you for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. Again, if you missed any of the show, go to thenewsjunkie.com. Get the podcast over there. Make sure you subscribe so you can hang out with us each and every day for the full show. Love you. Appreciate you. And now, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about? Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguyDon.com, and of course, coast to coast. Available on the internet, thatmortgageguyDon.com, and of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. Refinancing, buying your first dream home, debt consolidation. He is the man that's going to help you and make the process easy. ThatmortgageguyDon.com. 16 years ago, 2007. Ready to feel old?
Sure.
This guy right here, though, a recent song.
Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus is right. And it was 16 years ago, in 2007, that Miley Cyrus released her double album, Hannah Montana and Meet Miley Cyrus. It was the first disc done as her as Hannah Montana, and then the other sung by the 14-year-old Miley Cyrus.
Different people, though, Yeah, they were not the same person.
Riding a hot dog and a wrecking ball.
She's riding a hot dog in that thing?
No, in her, after she went wild.
All I know is the song you just played is so catchy.
I love Flowers. It's not on the charts anymore, though. I don't
stuck
hear
in my
anything
head.
about it. Now it's that new, Brazilian one that I don't have available for you, so just take my word for it.
For Miley Cyrus, you did Brazil?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just it's the new hot song.
Gotcha.
Flowers is gone.
I couldn't tell you what the hot song is anymore.
Out of touch?
Baby Shark for you, buddy. Also, 10 years ago today, the News Junkie started on midday.
Yeah!
So happy anniversary to both of you. And it turns out terrible tragedy will get you back on the charts as well, because ever since the OceanGate submersible imploded and killed 5 people instantly, it turns out that people have been streaming Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On.
Oh, they have. Okay.
The numbers are up.
She got a nice little check from that.
I would assume
Still
so.
cash it. I'd still cash it.
The recent disaster caused people to absolutely thirst for it. As of last Friday, just a day after it was announced that the 5 people on board had been killed, the song had been streamed almost 523,000 times.
Damn.
Now, Netflix is being dragged because it's bringing Titanic back to its queue there. So if it pops up for you, it's because
I didn't know
of
it was
the tragedy. Yeah, but it didn't, it doesn't get on your top 10 movies being watched.
And I was wondering this weekend if it would. And Courtney actually said that, too. At one point, she was like, I wonder if Titanic is being watched more now because of this.
I mean, it's a great movie, but I didn't realize how long it was, because when it did come out, my mom only let me watch 30 minutes of it.
Titanic
She skipped over the sex stuff.
Oh, that was the best part.
I know. Tell me about it.
Titanic was one of the first movies I remember when it came out on VHS, having 2 VHS tapes. It was like that and The Sound of Music. And if you rented them from Blockbuster, they had this weird way of taping them together, and then you had to slide them into the slot. Weird. I was like, what's going on here?
It kind of takes you out of it, though. In the middle of the movie, all of a sudden, you got to pop a new tape in and get the other one out.
That Titanic fan 97 that's going viral on TikTok for trying to get the most VHS tapes, he popped up for me. I mean, an entire room of the VHS tapes.
That's so
Imagine
weird.
every single shelf in here filled with VHS tapes.
Of Titanic. Of one movie.
Yep. And that's almost as many children as Nick Cannon has.
Oh, he's got a lot.
And now an update from his end. It turns out not all of Nick Cannon's kids know that they have other siblings.
Huh.
All 15 of them? Where is he at now? 9?
He's got is he in double digits? If not, close.
As much as that may be a wish of mine, I've got to respect that's not the wish of everyone's, and that being the baby mamas. Apparently, some of the moms are standing in the way of that vision. He says, because they're currently under their mother's jurisdiction, I'm trying to play by the mom's rules, which is a very good move, I
That's
guess.
very noble of you, Nick Cannon.
He's had some conversations with his eldest, Moroccan and Monroe, of course, the 12-year-old twins that he has with Mariah Carey.
How many sets of twins are there? Just one?
I think just one set.
And the other ones are just one-off kids?
Yeah, he has a 6-year-old son who has, quote, kind of already figured out that he has other siblings. and then the rest are like babies. He had like 3 last year.
I don't know how much time he's spending with some of these kids, you know? I feel
Probably
like
not a lot.
there's some that are like not seeing them too much.
Oh my gosh, one of the kids' middle name is Miscellaneous. It's
Is that not what you wanted to name your son?
No.
Miscellaneous Lane?
Miscellaneous is something.
Vanna White is in the news as well because we heard about Pat Sajak's retirement upcoming, and now, and I think for good reason, she wants some more money.
Okay.
Now, do you know how much she makes a year right now?
I think it's pretty good.
It is good, but she's been on since the beginning. Worth mentioning.
I think she probably makes $5 million a year. That's my
It's not
guess.
$5 million.
No, not that
No.
much?
No.
Damn.
$2 million a year.
$2 million is not it. $3 million. While Pat makes almost 5 times that.
Well, she doesn't do anything.
That's effed up.
She doesn't even flip the letters around anymore.
But she's still a namesake for
She
it.
walks by a screen. She's.
What does he do? Read off a script and
He hosts the
act
whole
like-
show. He is part of the game.
I think she deserves more.
Okay.
5 times more. Plus, I mean, the new host is not going to get that rate, so might as well
I mean,
move some
she
money.
could be replaced by nothing.
No, she
the
couldn't.
board already does the work. You wouldn't need her. She's
This is
beautiful.
this is very telling.
No, I don't
This
think
is
so.
very
Telling of what? No.
Telling that she is a namesake, Vanna White. You know that
she
name.
is. I agree.
Maybe I think a lot of people watch Wheel of Fortune just to see her.
She is a namesake, but she also doesn't do anything.
And now she deserves more money for doing nothing.
Okay.
And she's still
Just
staying
claps.
there. All right.
There's
you
a lot
two
of
are being
clapping.
annoying.
How is that annoying? It's just the truth. She does
I
it.
feel bad
Vanna
for
White
Vanna.
has the most low effort job of anybody who makes.
What about makeup and hair? And
She's not
dealing
doing
with-
that. She has people do that.
Yeah, but it takes time. Time
Okay.
that she apparently has a lot of.
Guy's gonna get into a Vanna fight.
Hey, I do feel for Tina Louise to be exact. She is the only surviving member of what show?
Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island is right,
This
and
is the
she.
darkest version of the Gilligan's Island thing.
Oh, you know that there's a breakdown in 2 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Well, she's the only surviving member, and she's really mad at Funko Pop because she is not getting a lick, not even a dime. What's worth more, a dime or a lick? Depends who's doing it.
Depends on the tongue.
It's supposedly based on the character, not Tina herself, so she's not getting any money for
Oh,
it.
that's stupid.
Now, did you also know that the cast of the show never got residuals?
No, that
Despite
sucks.
the
That does suck.
numbers
I don't-
of reruns and reruns and reruns.
I don't think Gilligan's Island was made at a time where agents negotiated for stuff like that.
Right.
I don't think they saw the value
Well,
in
but here's the thing. So it's just like what's going on right now. The contracts were negotiated before the thing occurred. So like before something would go into syndication and you would get residuals, they made the contracts, and then afterwards the TV company's like, "Nah, you're not getting any of this money."
But we're raking it
yeah,
in.
this is
That's
all
wild
this
to
is
me,
our
man.
money. So that's why they do these things like they're doing now.
And she's
She's 89 years old.
which character was
She was Ginger.
she? Ginger.
Still hot?
Oh, the movie star.
I don't know. You tell me. I didn't watch any Gilligan's Island.
No, you've never seen an episode at all?
Not my time.
Oh, wow.
No. But this was my time. This right here, hopefully C-Lane. Same.
Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to be exact. And Pizza Hut is now testing underground deliveries ahead of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles latest movie, which I hope that they're not as terrifying as the last one.
Doesn't Seth Rogen have something to do with this one? I think he was involved with
Was
it.
it? Oh.
Yeah, he was. He had
I
something to
probably
do with
will
it.
not be watching it.
No, you don't like Ninja Turtle stuff?
No, I love it, but I'm not like if it
It's
pops
not-
up on
yeah.
one of my streaming platforms, sure.
You know, the weirdest thing is when we go on a walk around the neighborhood to take Lady for a walk, there's a house that is about 4 or 5 blocks from here, and the address is like 5525 and a half. And
Okay.
that was the Ninja Turtles thing. Like they had a something and a half, and they lived in the sewers. And I
Oh, yeah.
go, can you have a half in your address? I didn't know that this was an actual thing.
I thought that was something they did for mother-in-law suites.
That's what it is. It's like,
Oh.
and they just like maybe they just put it up there, but it's not like officially that address.
Is it 1/2 or is it 0.5?
1/2.
Oh,
yeah.
all right.
Look at that, and you've now narrowed down the location of your house. Thank you so much.
That's okay. People do.
And I want to, as I wrap up here, share something that was very special, and I was only able to just get the audio now. And it's not great to listen to considering all the curse words, but when I was at Bonnaroo last week and watching 3-6 Mafia, Noam, love him. I tell you, thinking about my 7th grade self just screaming slob on my knob. And there I was at 33 watching them. But during slob on my knob, there's a particular line that says, suck a blank.
Okay.
Blank or something. And that involves the N-word. And so DJ Paul had originally said, hey, let all my brothers, I want you to scream it. And then it was Juicy J that said, white people could say it. White people could say it. And then you listen to the volume of the audience significantly raise because all the white people, not myself, were screaming the N-word.
Hey.
I grabbed a clip.
Why? We can't play that.
No, lots of beeps, lots of beeps.
Okay.
Okay, no. That's a lot of bleeps.
That was the black woman who was filming saying, no, you did not. Also, during 3-6 Mafia, they had Jelly Roll, that big, physically is
country
a bigger
guy,
fella,
right?
but he came out and sang the Oscar song, Hard Out Here for a Pimp, which I found to be very fun.
I know who he is. I know he's a big deal right now, but I don't know any of his music.
I had no idea who he was until they were like, thanks, Jelly Roll. And I'm like, oh, Jelly Roll was here.
Yeah, he's
How fun.
big in the country music world.
By the way, on See It Now right now and at realradio.fm, we have posted part 1 of our Road to Rue, me and Radio Michael Sevens, if you want to catch the pictures and then try to guess which one I was messed up on because he posted all of them.
All right. Didn't run any by you?
I'm like, I could tell why did I take that picture, but he posted it anyways, and I think it's a hoot to
what a friend
to view. And then later on this
right
week,
under the bus,
we will get the interviews up as well because they were a hoot and a half. So do enjoy on the Boob Tube from your Poop Award-winning radio personality.
Got that poop award.
Got the poop award. Thank you, Orlando City. We have the 2023 NHL Awards. Hockey. Claim to fame on ABC. 20th season premiere of The Bachelorette on ABC.
Oh, that's right.
I didn't know that was coming back already.
Watch What Happens Live with Jennifer Lawrence. And then Stars on Mars. Of course, the writer's still on strike. So good for them. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. And most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back, still a lot to get to on this lovely
What are you huffing
Monday.
about?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were about to make a
I was
comment.
going to make it weird right now. Just trying to go to break.
No,
I'm going to go kiss him in the mouth.
I was just thinking, remember like 10 years ago when you called it the last episode?
Oh, sure. Yeah, remember when I described the first episode of Dexter in full detail?
Things evolve over time. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment with something that happened at a theme park in Sweden that's absolutely nuts. And it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Well, authorities are doing their best to clear this really serious crash on I-4 eastbound approaching Osceola Parkway. Some lanes have been open now. Now just the left lane and shoulder is blocked in that location. Traffic is getting by extremely slowly, but only the left lane is closed in that location. Also a crash now, Winter Park, League Road. This is westbound east of I-4. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by ViStar Credit Union. Want to make your summer more exciting? Right now, sign up for a ViStar Rewards credit card and get up to 3 points for each dollar spent. Plus, check out the exciting new limited time offer where you could win big. Visit ViStarCU.org/summer to learn more.
When you go to GiveMeTheVIN.com, we treat you like a customer, not a number. We pay the most, we pay fast, and we take care of you because you're our customer. And that's why our reviews are awesome.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
I'm back, and And look at all the fresh from Florida produce I brought home.
Fresh from Florida produce is fresh as fresh can get.
It's refreshing to know that locally grown fresh from Florida produce is available year-round.
Well, that's a breath of fresh air.
Look for Fresh from Florida where you shop.
If it's a day that ends in Y, you're probably stuck in Florida traffic. So turn that AC up one more notch, aim the vents toward your face, and think of a better place, like the cool, colorful produce section in your favorite grocery store. Why? Because that's where all the cool, colorful, fresh from Florida produce is. Produce just tastes better when it's grown closer to home. And when you buy fresh from Florida, you're supporting local farmers and jobs in our communities. So after you're done being stopped in traffic, pick up some fresh from Florida on your way home.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Orlando Science Center explores the science behind where dogs came from, how they experience the world, and what makes our bond with them so special. In Dogs, a Science Tale, hands-on exhibits will let you see, hear, and smell the world just like dogs do. Get tickets at osc.org.
Have you noticed that solar panels are popping up everywhere? You never know who's going to have solar next, and here's a thought, it could be you. Utility rates keep going up, and now is a great time to save big with Solar Source. Solar Source has been getting the job done in Central Florida for almost 40 years, and right now, Monster fans get special access to their new AI-powered tool that can get you an estimate in 1 minute or less. Visit solarsource.com/monsters for an instant quote.
There's something about a Florida sky. It's painted in the most magnificent colors, clouds streaked with changing light. They say if you don't like the weather, just wait 15 minutes. The skies are electric and alive. So even as the storms get enormous, even as they're coming more each year, the beauty keeps me going. My flood insurance helps me stay. The only thing that's predictable is that I'm in Florida for good.
Protect your property with flood insurance. Visit floodsmart.gov.
If you're suffering and there's a safe, natural, easy-to-use solution to help make you feel better, wouldn't you at least want to try it? That's why millions of people use Navage nasal care to help relieve their symptoms of sinus congestion, allergies, snoring, and other nasal-related problems. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Candace, a verified Navage user who writes, "This is the greatest invention ever made. I truly can't believe the difference and the relief it has made in my sinus problems. Thank you," unquote. Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Fence Outlet has the largest assortment of vinyl, wood, aluminum, chain link, and steel fences in Florida. That means we have the styles you want at the guaranteed lowest price. Right now, put no money down and get 0% financing on any fence. Go to fenceoutlet.com today. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Get 20% off your entire order every day when you spend $5 or more on the McDonald's app. App download required.
Brought
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
A little bit of a rant, if you don't mind. You know, you guys could just roll your eyes under the back of your heads if you like in the studio.
Oh,
but,
you already know this is a useless old man rant?
I don't know if it is or not.
I was calling the rant useless, not the old man, by the way.
I don't know if it is or not, but I just started. It's the dumbest thing, but I started thinking about this weekend. I was like, I hate this. I really hate this. And when Courtney and I were driving to go grab some lunch, on the radio, because we're just like flipping around stations and stuff.
Wow.
On the radio, a song comes on, and I go, no, this was not needed.
Okay, I can tell you right now that this is an old man rant.
I don't think it is. But you guys tell me if you think it is after I tell you. But I start saying, nobody asked for this. This is the least needed song that I've ever heard in my entire life. The idea that this exists is a war crime in and of itself.
Okay.
And I was steaming thinking about this song. And the song
Sounds
that
like
came
a lovely
on,
lunch you all had.
the song that came on, and I think Courtney was in agreement, or at least she got scared of me screaming and said, I'll sit here silently. I was like, this is useless. This didn't need to be done. It's a sin that this song exists. And it's a song that's going around right now that's a cover of Tracy Chapman's Fast Car.
Okay.
And the song is done exactly the same as she did it. And everything about it is less compared to the original song.
So it's not like sampled.
No. Some country guy just said, I'm going to re-record Fast Car. And a bunch of people who were born after the year 2000 won't know that Tracy Chapman already de-drilled this song and made what is one of the greatest songs of all time.
Please. Thank you.
She did a fantastic. It can't be done any better. It's like when you do a song like that. It's like when Toto did Africa. Weezer should have said they did it. It's over. We don't need to get involved.
Well, they
in
made
this.
a huge hype thinking it was going to be a Weezer version, and it turned out it was Weezer singing it.
Yeah, but
that was also because there was like a weird fan petition for Weezer to learn and perform Africa.
Yeah, I get there was at least some push for that, so there was some reason for it to happen. Nobody was asking for this.
That song gives me PTSD.
Nobody said we need a new version of Fast Car that this country guy would do. Somebody says Luke
Jelly Roll?
Oh, get out of here, Staley on YouTube. Luke Combs sang it way better. Are you kidding me?
Are you insane?
Tracy Chapman Fast Car is like a perfect performance. It's like a 10 out of 10 performance. Beautiful lyrics, beautiful instrumentation.
I don't remember, obviously.
Very, very well done song. Luke Combs is garbage.
Well, play the country version of it.
No, I'm not playing that. I don't want to hear that. No, I hate it. I hate this song. I won't listen to it. I don't want anything to do with it.
I mean, it seems like you listen to it.
And there was no reason for this song to exist.
Oh, you do have it. All right.
Look, I'm not playing this.
It sounds exactly the same.
Yes, right? There's no reason for this song to exist in the slightest.
And it's on the charts?
Yes, it's like all over the place right now. I don't want to hear it. That's the worst
So you
song
don't
in the
want
world.
Sappy's Little Helpers to cover this?
I don't think. Well, if you were going to do a performance at a concert and you're like, here's a song, that's cool. I dig that. But if you're going to release this as a single, there's going to be a whole bunch of people who will be like, wow, have you heard that new song, Fast Car? That Luke Combs wrote a great song. He didn't write this song. He didn't even come up with the arrangement of the song. No, this is so terrible. Doesn't it sound exactly like it?
Yeah.
I can't deal with it. Oh God, I cannot deal with it.
Well, let's at least be happy for Tracy, who's going to get a fat royalty.
I
check.
sure hope so. I hope she's got all the credits on that song, because otherwise I'll be even more mad about this. Alicia says the original is perfect. Should have been left alone. Exactly. This was like Willy Wonka or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You didn't need to do it again. You knew you could do it, but you didn't ask if you should do it. And you just put this out there, and it's garbage. It's a dumpster fire. And the only reason why it's successful is because it's a great song, but it's not his song, right? It's not. It had nothing to do with it. He did nothing to improve it.
He probably thinks that he is turning new generations onto the. He'll probably tell you this if you were to say, "Why the hell did you do this?" Didn't really put your own flair on it. It sounds almost exactly like the original, just your dumbass singing it.
Yeah.
And he would say, "Well, Sean, I'm just I'm letting new generations know about the greatness of Tracy Chapman's music."
Yeah, there's no self-interest here at all.
Luke Combs.
It's so stupid. And here's the thing.
How'd you get that audio clip?
I'm okay with somebody redoing a song. Like I mini raged at the new pop song that's really popular right now.
Level 65?
Yeah, with the blue Dabu D, but it's like it's not blue, it's not that anymore.
Good, and I'm feeling all right.
Yeah, and it's catchy, and I'll give it to him. Like she did something new. She reinvented that song, and she made it a different thing. So she made her own creation out of a song that already existed. But if you are just going to record yourself just singing the same song the same exact way with all the same notes, why? Why do you exist? Why do we need?
Weezer doing Africa. They should have hyped up the drum kit, man. Like do some big ass fills, and it was like doom doom doom. Oh, cool. Thanks, Weezer.
That was bad too, but not as bad as this. It's just useless. It was not needed at all. And the thing that always blows my mind about this is, do you know what the message is to radio stations? Hey, you could still play Tracy Chapman Fast Car.
There you go.
You could still play Tracy Chapman Fast Car because people like the song. No matter if it's old, no matter if they're young, no matter what, they still like the song. But they go, well, we can't play that one. It's old. The Luke Combs one is a new song. So we could play the new song and put that out there. And it's something new. It's so dumb. So dumb. Can't stand it. Hate that song. Hate Luke Combs.
Okay,
Sorry,
wow.
Luke Combs. Deal with it. You suck. And,
Bad time to announce that he will be the headliner?
No, he's not playing at anything we're doing.
We would never afford it.
Tracy Chapman might, though. I would love to have that performance because she is great, but he is garbage. The only thing that could make me feel good about this is if I heard they said, no, Sean, you don't understand. You don't understand. Tracy Chapman begged Luke Combs to do this. If I heard that, then I'd be like, okay, fine. But that's not the case. That's not what happened here. It's just garbage. Absolute garbage. Sorry. Okay. We're going to go to some of your dispatches here. Let's see what's going on where you are. And we've got a bunch of people chiming in. Here is Nurse Jan talking about that song. Here we are.
Okay,
Right.
Sean, if that is an old man rant, then I guess I had an old lady rant about the same thing. That freaking song, oh my God, I hate it so much.
It's bad.
It pissed me off so bad.
Well, hold on. Here's the thing. It's not bad. It's just not his.
Right.
It's a great song, but it's not his song. That's where the problem
I agree. I was so angry. Then a friend of mine on Facebook tried to say that version is better. And I'm like, dude,
looks
I
like
will
you should
drive to
delete
you
that,
and
friend.
kick your ass right now for saying that. Anyway, yes, completely unnecessary and infuriating.
Yeah, I just don't like things where you go, why? Why is this a thing? Obi-Wan Kenobi on Twitch says, okay, Sean, now talk about how bad airplane food is. This is important, okay? This needs to be out there.
Call yourself the news junkie.
And if there's one teenager out there that's like, Luke Combs wrote this beautiful song, I want to get into that teenager's ear. And I want them to know that he had nothing to do with this. He didn't even come up with it.
And that teenager will not listen to you.
Yeah, the teenager's listening right now.
You're crazy, man.
Teenager, I know you're listening because...
Hello, teenager.
I'm the cool guy around
His mommy's taking you to summer camp.
And if you want something that's lit, if you want something that's completely off the perk...
No cap?
And that is just as amazing gets, you get the real version of the song, not that stupid version. Here's Donald Putin, okay, with the dispatch.
Hey, Sean. you were talking about fast car.
Oh,
so my
okay.
sister
Thought for sure he's
is
gonna
a
talk about
lesbian,
Russia.
No.
And when they were 18, they got into her girlfriend's car after they graduated high school, and they drove from Orlando all the way to New York City to go start their life and, you know, be free from their parents and everything. And the other day, we're cooking, and they play Fast Car by this country guy, and they had no idea that Tracy Chapman originally wrote the song or
sad.
what it was even about.
That's the nightmare right there.
That reminds me when, like, years ago now, but Kanye makes a song with Paul McCartney, and then all the kids are like, that Paul McCartney's got something.
Yeah, I think he's going to go somewhere.
I don't know about you guys, but I think he's pretty talented.
Or they're like, who's this old guy, and what business does he have doing anything with Kanye?
It's a sin, man, and it never should have happened. Okay, we're going to take... actually, we can work a couple more here, I think. Mike All is talking about Vanna White.
Okay, here's the deal on Wheel of Fortune.
All right.
My partner, her cousin was on the show. And what happens is Vanna White does all the background work because they don't see Pat Sajak until the day of the recording. That's when they see him, when he first comes on stage. But she's behind the scenes. She showed them around the studio, telling them what they need to do.
Okay, that's nice.
She said she was wearing jeans, her hair was pulled back, and she was really cool.
She's wearing jeans?
All right, thank you, Mike.
A
There
whole
it goes.
jean?
Yeah, she was wearing some jeans and doing the background tours. But she has to do something, you know. She got to occupy her time. Being a letter flipper over is not enough. Here's Kara talking about Fast Car.
What's up, News Junkies?
Hey.
It's Kara. I just wanted to send a dispatch regarding the Fast Car song. My girlfriend was highly pissed when she heard this on the radio. She is a Tracy Chapman freak. And she agrees with you. I will let you know. She was probably, if not more, highly pissed off as you were. Have a good day,
Look at
guys.
that. You have something in common with a lesbian.
Hey, look at that. Thank you, Kara. Appreciate it. Okay, quick break. When we come back, we'll get to a real-life Happy Gilmore, excuse me.
Gilman.
A real-life Happy Gilmore, plus what happened at that theme park in Sweden that I got derailed from and did not address in this segment. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram because why wouldn't we be? You know what? Don't answer that. At Real Radio 1041, powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Authorities still working that very serious crash, I-4 eastbound approaching Osceola Parkway. The good news is all lanes are open eastbound currently, but we have wreckers and troopers blocking the left shoulder, so it's going to be a slow go as traffic is actually backed up past 417 at that location. Also, authorities on the scene, Lee Road. This is westbound just east of I-4. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Phantom Fireworks.
Just a reminder for this and every 4th of July that the rocket's red glare and the bombs bursting in air are brought to backyards across America by Phantom Fireworks. Visit fireworks.com for specials, coupons, and a location near you.
Folks, it is hot outside today. They start telling you about these feels-like temperatures, which are kind of just made up, but feels like it's more than 103 degrees. And it feels like your air conditioner is going to have to be working a whole lot harder than it should be. And that is a big deal because it impacts your power bill, it impacts you being comfortable, and it impacts the bottom line. If you need somebody who's going to help you out and get you through this and get you all fixed up, Mills Air is the company to go with. They're a locally owned and operated company. They're a family owned and operated company. These are the type of people you can trust. You can trust them with your business. You could trust them in your house, fixing your AC, no matter what brand you have. And you don't have to start watching YouTube videos and try to see if you could fix it yourself. Get these folks on it, and they will be fair and honest with you over at Mills Air. They can get you big rebates if you need a new Carrier unit. They're a Carrier factory-authorized dealer. You could always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you could always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Their phone number is 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
I'm back. Check. And look at all the fresh from Florida produce I brought home. You have heard of fresh from Florida, right?
Fresh I have.
That's refreshing to hear.
Fresh from Florida produce is fresh as fresh can get.
And if we're going to freshen up daily meals, it's refreshing to know that locally grown fresh from Florida produce is available year-round.
Well, that's a breath of fresh air. Got anything else?
Oh, I'm fresh out.
Look for Fresh from Florida where you shop. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
So there I was, deep in the heart of the jungle. You know, solving all the puzzles, doing my thing. Then I see it. The lost treasure of Simia. I grab it and hightail it out of there in my Nissan Rogue. Suddenly, arrows. Fire. Now, I know this may sound like an epic tale of adventure, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. The temple crumbles. Boom, crash, but I'm too fast with my trusty VC turbo engine.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select 2023 Nissan Rogue trims. Availability is limited. Shop your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. For well-qualified buyers, 0% APR financing for 36 months on new 2023 Rogue excluding S-trim and dealer stock. Example 36 months financing at $27.78 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to residency restrictions and NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. N7523.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Eating good is about more than just tasty food. Eating good is about doing good, too. And that's exactly what Fresh from Florida is all about. Supporting local Florida farmers, creating jobs in our communities, and of course, making sure you can enjoy all the fresh flavors Florida has to offer. Because produce tastes better when it's grown closer to home. So eat good tonight. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo where you shop. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Why do you change your car's air filter? Because when it's clogged, it doesn't work. The same is true of your nose, the body's air filter. It's great at trapping allergens, dust, and viruses, but unless you clean it regularly, they can stay trapped, making you miserable. I'm Martin Hogue, inventor of Navage, the world's only nose cleaner with powered suction. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping to flush out allergens, mucus, and germs. Here's a testimonial from a verified purchaser and a big Navage fan. Quote, I've been suffering for 30 years with chronic sinus infections and allergies. I stumbled across Navage. The suction is amazing. It cleared my sinus cavities better than anything I've tried before. Unquote. Navage has over 120,000 reviews with a 4.6-star average written by people who use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Wash your body's air filter with Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Let the professionals at Fence Outlet save you time and money. We handle everything from the free estimate to the install. We do it all, and you get 0% financing. So come into Fence Outlet or visit fenceoutlet.com today. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GO to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Best price the first time. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Dispatch Dan, who just sent us a bottle for 10 years of this show, and I've never had this before. It's a Bushmills 10-year-old. I
believe so.
And I just had to peer pressure you to take a sip of it for our actual 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, I mean, do we have to drink it today? I was saying on Friday we could drink during the show. People tend to like when we do that. I don't want to drink right now.
Today we commence it.
I don't
It's
drink.
not really drinking if you're just taking one sip.
I
know?
don't do that either. Like, you got these little cups. I don't want to drink it out of a cup. I want to drink out of a shot glass.
Oh, okay.
I don't sip like you guys do. You know, people do that thing with it.
How about this? Is that a smaller
that's fine.
enough version of it?
Well, you really want me to take a shot right now?
I do. I want to, celebrate. I want to cheers with you guys after 10 years. Today is the day. And I feel bad because there's like one particular post that always comes up on this day. Sealane's not in it.
Oh,
it's me and you. It's when I was in the main studio when we first started.
Oh, man. Does that hurt?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
I will Photoshop you into it. I remember when we started.
Just paint me into it. Make it a real rough job.
Rough cut.
We didn't know that Sealane was going to stay with us.
No, we had to keep getting.
He was supposed to train me.
We had to keep getting Sealane extensions.
Yeah.
It would give us like a 3-month Sealane
Nobody
extension.
actually ever really told me I got the job.
You know what, Sealane? I'll say, I believe you got the job, my guy.
Congratulations. Yeah, that was one of those
I think Sean said to me, I think you're good.
Yeah.
There was very little fanfare.
Yeah, well, what the hell would we do? They were only give us 2 people on the show?
That's what they were trying
Everybody
for.
else has like 4 people or 5 people
That
or
is
6
correct.
people or like
We're
armies
we're
of
going to
people.
try this new thing, the 2-people show.
Yeah, no, we can't do
Yeah, but
that.
even the 2 people show, they have people that never talk. They were like 2 people, and you have to do everything.
Do everything and talk at the same time. Yeah, so they kept giving us little Sealane extensions. They
They're like, we're keeping them.
all right, you can keep them around for a little bit longer. Keep them around for a little bit longer.
And it's been a full-blown pleasure.
Yeah, and
I feel like there was another way to put that.
Well, once the full-blown
pleasure.
Once the numbers started to come around, then that changed everything.
Old dancing around in the main studio.
Yeah,
with the ratings printed out.
Yeah, it was the first ratings book that we ever got, and
Chris Kampmeyer.
Chris Kampmeyer, the operations director, came into the studio. He was like, "Number 1!"
And mind you, Sealane and I are in soundproof booths, and we're like, "What's happening right now? This is new."
He was amped, and he was excited that we were number 1. Of course, that was so early on. We were like number 1 for 1 week, and then we were like lost number 1, and it takes a while to like actually get your show to a position. Now
We're here again, baby.
Perpetually just in double digits, huge numbers. Thanks to you, we're able to do this and be very, very successful at it.
So do not stop listening.
At the beginning, I wouldn't have been listening to the show if I didn't have to.
Still want to hear that first episode, man.
I used to go home and just like slink into the couch and just be like,
what happened?
Like I'm so self-critical. I'm probably, I know there's other people who are like this, but I'm one of the most self-critical people that exists when it comes to doing this. So after a show, even during a show, oh my God, when we did that show at Ace Cafe, even during a show, if it's not going the way I want it to go, I get angry at myself, like angry at myself and my performance. And
know that all day.
Think about all the things that I could have done.
It was no fault of
differently.
Ace Cafe.
No, it wasn't theirs. It was my fault.
They're
Whatever
gone
it was.
now, too.
You know, I'll take the blame.
R.I.P.
And during those early shows, it wasn't like today, if we do one segment that just doesn't land or doesn't go the direction I thought it was going to go in, or we don't get enough out of it, I'd be a little bit hard on myself. But it's not like just one thing. I would finish after those shows and I'd be like, the whole thing sucks.
It's a snowball effect, man. And then you realize, though, because I've done the same thing, and it's talking amongst each other where you realize nobody has noticed that whatsoever.
No, other people are like, great job.
Like, Sean was the worst thing. I'm going to lose my job. And he's like, no, I didn't really notice. Here's how to get better at that. And then we'd move forward. But by that, move forward, I mean, I didn't sleep at all that night. And I'm like, I'm never going to make it. How am I need to find a pizza job again.
Remember before you landed on How Today I Learned would end the show, and we would just play the last song until we're ready to go to break?
Yeah.
Before you landed on that, you would just like dry go to break. You'd be like, all right, bye-bye, see you tomorrow.
See you later.
On Real Radio.
Commercials.
I'm like, what are you doing?
This fact will get you laid.
Get an outro or something, man.
Yeah, it was. This is all those things just changed over time. You know, doing the show for 10 years. Good God, we've run into so much stuff in that time.
Thinking about like memory lane now. Remember Sabrina on the Job?
Sabrina on the Job
every
was
week.
Big back in the day, but then we like.
Yeah, it was
You
after
just
I
run
got
out of
choked.
jobs.
Yeah, choked out and had to eat a burger in 5 minutes, and I was like, I think maybe we should put a pin in this.
There was one thing that we had to do. Do you guys remember? I'm not going to say the name of the place, but we had a sponsor, and each week when they came in, part of the deal was we were like supposed to have some sort of competition with them. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so the competitions at first were like interesting, but then we're just so out of gas coming up with a
here's a BB gun, shoot it at Sea Lane.
we got little flying drones we're crashing into each other.
You did
all in the studio, by the way.
All in the studio.
You did start buying a lot of stuff just to go, well, I guess we'll just race these.
Yeah, I had no idea what to do. I was like, why do we have to keep doing
Remember
this every single week?
my sex toy segment?
Yeah.
Where I'm like, hey, listen,
Cooking with dilders.
I love this company, and I love an idea of an endorsement, but I'm not going to review the sex toys.
Yeah, they wanted
so let's
you
cook with them.
to get a little more graphic, I think, about it. But
And we were before our
cooking
time.
with them was a hit, though. People liked the cooking.
We were streaming before anybody else was.
We were streaming to the app at that point.
I don't know if I remember hearing that part of the story that they wanted you to review them.
Yeah,
like
I
they
said,
wanted you
no,
to use
thank
them,
you.
and then
Yes. How weird would that have been?
No, the opposite direction was better, anyways. Going in that direction.
We made some good meals. Sea Lane ate all of them.
Yeah, and then there was Celine had a gag ball in his mouth during one of those
Oh my
segments.
God, it was the funniest thing. It was the funniest thing. My sweet man.
I have so many funny photos. One came up the other day, and I sent it over to Celine. I think it was at the time, for some reason, Celine was just growing out his mustache. And he didn't have anything except for a mustache. I sent it to you.
I probably shaved it for something.
Yeah, I think you had just shaved your beard maybe and kept that for some sort of bet or just to be funny.
I know the first time I did it was for that Yacht Rock show that I played.
Oh, you're right. That's what it was. Yeah, it was when that was going on. I'm trying to see if I could find it.
And then remember, I also had talked about my mustache for an endorsement for quite some time.
I admit it.
Damn it, I can't find it. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, I'll send it to you, Sabrina. Hang on. Because I saw this, I was like...
New profile pic?
Look at this, man. He looks like he's up to something very, very nefarious, and I don't trust him in the slightest. But
I was just joking with somebody about that because I had shaved to the the porn stash for this Yacht Rock show because that was a very mustachy time in music.
Sure.
And then the next day or a couple days later, we had plans to go to the water park.
Okay. So you went
I showed him
amongst
to
children?
Universal Studios, Volcano Bay. There's families all over the place, and then me.
How's everybody doing?
With a mustache.
What a time.
That's a look, man. That's a look. Somebody on the somebody on the News Junkie Discord, 10 years, I've had a guess, posted this over the weekend, and I said, wait, that's a real thing? And it was Adam Sandler who was commenting on this, and there's somebody in the golf world whose name is Happy Gilmore. Like, their actual name is Happy Gilmore. Yeah, it says, I'm very excited to announce that I've committed to continue my academic and golf career at Ball State University. I'm very grateful to the opportunity Coach Fleck has given me, blah, blah, blah. And it says his name, Happy Gilmore. Like, his actual name is Happy Gilmore.
I can't imagine.
Oh, that's
looking
a tough
at
one.
my child that I just gave birth to and said, your name's Happy.
And he's going with it. He's going with it. He's getting attention, and Adam Sandler's retweeting him, and he's making the most of it. Yeah, that's all it takes to get you out there on the radar these days, and soon in the PGA, I'm sure. All right, let's work in a couple of dispatches. Let's see what's going on and test the waters out there in your world. Here is Texas for Life.
What up, junkies?
Hey.
C-Lane.
Yeah.
Y'all were talking about the Amazon registry on Friday. I know that my wife and I just made our wedding registry on Amazon and looked into baby registries, and the same little perk applies, that whatever you don't get from people buying it for you and things like that, that you've put on your registry, you get a 20% discount, I believe. If you buy it within, 2 months or something like that. So
that's handy.
Make sure you put everything on there that, you want, and you may not think people are going to buy you, and you can get it for a discount.
See, there's ways that I would like to use this to my advantage, but I would also look very greedy.
How so?
All right, this guy says that if I'm hearing him correctly, and if it works exactly how he's explaining it, if there is something on my registry that I do not get, I have the option to purchase it for 20% off.
Yes.
So if I put a MacBook Pro on my registry, I have to explain to people that it would look like I put a MacBook Pro on my registry. Like, why would you put that on a baby registry? But I would have to now awkwardly explain to people like, no, guys, I'm just trying to get the 20% off. I'm just trying to get, and then somebody buys it for me, and now I feel like an asshole.
I wouldn't feel bad about that. I'd be, hey, okay.
Let's go.
Somebody bought that.
I'm about to get pregnant just for that discount.
Let's go over to Nick. He's chiming. It says, miss you. All right.
What's up, News Junkie and friends?
Ow.
It's your old pal Nick calling from Alabama. I'm grilling some hot dogs and some straight from Alabama Conecuh sausage, and I'm thinking about y'all listening to y'all.
Sounds weird.
And be sure to share the show tomorrow.
Good.
And give you a holler.
Good man.
Wiggle, wiggle to the pop, pop.
Thank you, Nick.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking in. Real quick, what happened in Sweden here? This would have been so scary. This is from the Associated Press. They say a roller coaster train derailed in Stockholm on Sunday, sending some passengers plunging to the ground in an amusement park accident that left 1 dead and 9 injured. So this was an actual fatality on this ride. It was at Gröna Lund Park in Sweden. I'm probably saying that very, very wrong.
It's actually pronounced hurdy, her.
We're going to have to go with that then. The front of the train partly derailed and stopped on the track at a height of between 6 and 8 meters, 20 or 25 feet in the air. Total of 14 people were on board, of which one person has died and several are injured. And you don't see this happening all that much, thankfully. But the roller coaster actually came off the tracks and 25 feet up in the air. You don't want this to happen to you, obviously. It's Jetline is the name of the roller coaster. Opened in 1988. It is up to 98 feet tall and a top speed of 56 miles per hour.
And no one's going on it.
Nope, not going on that one anymore, for sure. Quick break. When we come back, jury duty. And we're going to find out what's going on with this Broward County deputy, Scott Peterson, that is right now on trial for his inaction. And
his name is Scott Peterson?
Yep, the same name as the other Scott Peterson. But this guy...
couldn't just stay out of the news, Scott?
Yeah. This guy didn't kill his wife. This guy refused to help the kids at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School when the shooting was taking place there. What's happening on that trial right now? We'll find out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
If we don't grow our social media following each month, our corporate overlords will take away our free coffee at work. We like our free coffee. We need our free coffee. Please follow us! Real Radio 1041 on all social platforms is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
It's NBA free agency week, and the big question, the future of Damian Lillard in Portland. He's at a career crossroads. Does he want a ring, or is he content staying in the Pacific Northwest? He's an old 32 and becoming injury prone. For Dame, it seems like a pretty easy decision. And for the Blazers front office, it's go time. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Welcome back. David Herb here, and we're talking fresh. Fresh from Florida, that is. There's tomatoes, broccoli, watermelon. You're just putting fra in front of produce. As in fresh from Florida. You don't need to make up words. Friends, visit followfreshfromflorida.com to see what's in season.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
Are you ready to put some cash in your pocket? Because Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. With 13 chances every weekday, you'll have plenty of opportunities to win $1,000 in your hand. But there is a catch, because there's always a catch. Right. If you get a call, you need to answer your phone. That's right. The key to winning is picking up your phone when we call. So don't send us to voicemail. This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
There's something about a Florida sky. It's painted in the most magnificent colors, clouds streaked with changing light. They say if you don't like the weather, just wait 15 minutes. The skies are electric and alive. So even as the storms get enormous, even as they're coming more each year, the beauty keeps me going. My flood insurance helps me stay. The only thing that's predictable is that I'm in Florida for good.
Protect your property with flood insurance. Visit floodsmart.gov.
Want to improve your marksmanship while saving ammo and saving money? Get better faster with the Mantis X Dry Fire Training System.
It's time to shoot tighter groups.
The Mantis X Dry Fire Training System.
Score 97, bang on the money.
The Mantis X is a smart sensor that fits any weapon with a rail or adapter, pairing to your smartphone or tablet. Analyzes your shooting and tells you how to improve.
Mantis.
94% of shooters improve after just 20 minutes.
X.
Go to MantisX.com.
MantisX.com.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. They have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer's skills in these matters.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus next-day energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Some people say bigger is better. When it comes to buying a home, a TV, or an ice cream sundae, wouldn't you rather go big? Insurance companies think that because they're bigger, they can pay injured people less than what they really deserve. But guess what? We're big too. As America's largest personal injury firm, we know that our size matters. If you're going up against a big insurance company, you need a big firm fighting for you. And when we win big, you win big. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Sweet and salty caramel notes mingle with ice below a pillow of salted caramel cream cold foam in Dunkin's Salted Caramel Cold Brew. Try it in all the Dunkin' refreshers, iced coffees, cold brews, and lattes this summer.
Watch me do my thing. I said, watch me do my shake, shake. Woo! Watch me do my thing. I said, watch me do my shake. shake, shake. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
Hey, Monster fans, Russ here. You know what is really scary? Utility rates. So let's talk about solar. You may have seen solar popping up all over the place. Well, there's a good reason. One is utility rates are rising. Two, government incentives can dramatically lower the cost to solar. So if you want to go solar, call Solar Source. Monster fans get special access to their new solar estimate tool. Visit solarsource.com/monsters. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Every day you breathe in thousands of tiny little germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Flush them out with Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Doug, a verified Navage user who writes, I had difficulty for years breathing through my nose. After using Navage, my whole breathing has changed. My sinuses don't hurt, and no more stuffy nose. It's an amazing product. Unquote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, then Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Navage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Hear the latest news from the headlines on your phone. Download the free iHeartRadio app for exclusive live coverage of breaking news. From what's happening where you live to what's happening across the country. Live from the center of the story. Listen for free anywhere, anytime. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
4th of July is right around the corner, and the perfect burger with Weber Seasonings is what you need. Weber Seasonings Gourmet Burger will help perfect any type of burger. Beef, turkey, or chicken, just mix them in and grill. Weber Seasonings. Find them in the spice aisle or on Amazon.
Yeah, my late night ideas for the show degraded the later it got, way back when. Drunker I got, I'd be like, I know I would be so sure in that moment. I would be sitting at Finn Henry's or something. Here's what we got to do.
Yeah, we're going to tase each other and then take a shot, also jump off a building.
Next day, you guys would wake up, when we woke up, you'd be like, just to check in. We still doing that thing or no?
Bad idea.
C-Lane talked about this one time. Sabrina was out of town, and it was C-Lane and I, and ThinkPad was going to join us on the show, and I was hammered, and I go, tomorrow we'll do an open call, and we'll have all listeners show up with animals, and the listener...
You've attempted this, bring your animals
bring your pet to work
many a times.
And the listener with the weirdest animal gets a prize or something.
A movie ticket.
Like, I don't know how you judge that. You know, I don't know how you figure that out. What am I expecting?
Hard to quantify.
It's going to bring in like a tiger or something?
And you're like, and then you invite ThinkPad, who doesn't work for us, to...
Yeah, can you let him in the door, please? You don't have a fob.
To be the person who's letting all these people with animals into the building.
Mind you, this would have been like a line of all these people with animals. The animals are all fighting each other in the line, probably. It's just like the worst ideas that late at night. Jury duty in just a moment, and we're going to check back in with your dispatches. I was like, ooh, how's this going to play out?
Mm-hmm. You wanted to, we were at the bar one night, and you were saying, tomorrow we are going after this person.
Okay.
We are going to shut down this person. No, we didn't end up talking about it. But you were really mad that the person who had, like, for the third time printed our friend's mugshot in the paper.
Oh yeah. They loved that mugshot.
And you were just steaming mad, and you were going to go after it, and fighting the good fight. And you woke up and went, I would have done the same thing. So let's shut this down.
I absolutely would have, given the circumstances. There is something that's coming back. It's not something that I had as part of my childhood, but a lot of kids did have one of these. And the fact that it's coming back isn't really interesting to me. It's just another piece of this story that I find interesting. For the 25th anniversary, Hasbro is bringing back the Furby. The Furby
Get out of here.
coming back.
I thought that we had talked about this not too long ago, and they made the Furby like AI and real creepy.
They made the Furby. Oh, we saw somebody who like made a robot one, I think, one time too. But the original Furby, they said you couldn't like shut it off, and it would connect to Wi-Fi and stuff, and there's just like some weird stuff with the original Furby. But now it's back. After all of these years, the Furby is coming back. As I said, I never had one of these. But for those of you who have, I think you'll probably share in my amazement that they said, congratulations, everybody. If you'd like to purchase one, they're just $70.
$70? What did they cost originally?
I don't think they were that much.
Original Furby. I had two different versions. I had like the original one that was, nothing. And then they added like, the version 2 of it that maybe did a little bit more
interaction or something.
And then it was, or a bigger or smaller version of it. I don't remember. And then one of them, of course, is what I won through Radio Disney.
Well, the traditional Furby, just the basic one, is the
$35 originally.
That's almost double.
Okay, that's not a huge markup,
double. The $70 for a Furby, $75.
I don't want one now.
However, because of the demand for them, the resale market took the price over $100, sometimes $300 in like newspapers, auctions, stuff like that.
You know what I bet's blowing up right now? I bet the price of Barbies is probably doing pretty well because that movie's about to drop. And I've seen more of that, the trailer and stuff. Like it seems like
I'm looking forward to Celine downloading it for me.
It seems like it's gonna be. It might be good. It seems like it could be at least interesting because they know that it's kind of a corny idea and they're not taking themselves too seriously.
No, definitely. I think it's the opposite.
Yeah, the whole thing is like tongue in cheek, basically.
I didn't realize Will Ferrell was in that.
Oh, is he? I haven't seen him in it yet. I just saw what's his name, the guy who's like
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling who plays Ken in it. And then is it Margot Robbie that plays Barbie?
Gosh,
actually,
love her.
She plays the main Barbie, but like because in the world of Barbies, you have like beach volleyball Barbie, and you have this Barbie. That all of them are named Barbie. So in the movie, there's a lot of people like so. Margot Robbie's starring as Barbie, but then there's a lot of people who's also just named Barbie. Like they're playing Barbie in the film.
It's
a very weird IMDb read.
Right. All right. Let's get into this. Here we go. We're running a little behind, so let's do it. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. 866-CALL-MOE or go to justcallmo.com. Moses is great. He'll be in here, I believe, this week to answer our questions, which are always weird, and he always handles them with grace and is professional.
Think he brought us back anything from Ireland?
I hope so, but I don't think
no pressure. If he's hearing this right now, he is Amazoning.
What would you want?
Things from Ireland.
Some like whiskey from one of the distilleries or something?
I don't even know.
I think a keychain.
Little leprechaun guy?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I'll take anything, whatever. It's free.
Lots of ideas for you now.
So far, we only have whiskey and leprechaun, but we're building a
four-leaf clover.
Yeah. All right. Well, you can call that guy and get his actual lawyer services out of him, since he's the attorney who's going to listen to you and hear your story and fight against the insurance companies, not just viewing you as a number or some unit on a spreadsheet. You're a real person. You got real issues, and he wants to fight for you. So if you want that, it's what you deserve. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MOE. We are now down to the closing arguments in this case of the Florida Sheriff's Deputy who's accused of failing to confront the shooter who murdered 14 students and 3 staff members at a Parkland high school 5 years ago. Prosecutors and the attorney for Broward County Deputy Scott Peterson spent his trial contesting what he heard, saw, and knew during the 6-minute attack inside a 3-story classroom building at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas back in 2018. He's charged with, interestingly enough, felony child neglect and other charges for this. Now, the interesting thing is, and I guess, I don't know, I might be wrong on this now that I just thought of another one possible. But this is one of those cases where he is on trial and facing charges not for action, but for inaction, for not doing something that was in his job description. And the guy, even though I think he's a giant pussy and he failed to step up to the plate to do what he could have done to help protect those kids that day, could have at least tried something. But even if he was outgunned, he still at least could have tried to do something to save some of the kids at this school. And he did nothing. He hid behind a tree for a whole bunch of time until the other officers showed up on the scene, while 14 students and 3 staff members were killed. But maybe I was thinking, maybe there's been a situation where there's been like a doctor or a nurse or something, and while somebody was in immediate need for medical care, they didn't do anything, and therefore inaction could have been a crime in that case. It's hard to think of situations where not doing something could lead to you going to prison or getting charged with a crime as opposed to doing things. But that's exactly the case that he is facing right now in this courtroom. We'll see. I mean, look, jury's not going to be very fond of a guy like this. You kidding me? The jury hears this guy. Oh, did he have a gun? Yes, he had a gun. Was he skilled in using that weapon? Yes, he was skilled in using that weapon. Did he have all the proper training necessary to intervene in a case like this? Yes, he had all of that. Did he do it? No. Jury's not going to like that. They're not going to find that person to be somebody that they have sympathy for. All right, let's work in a couple of dispatches very quickly. And we start out with our friend Guitar Sling.
Yeah, there's so many different versions of Barbies over the years. Now, they even had a Tina Turner Barbie. They had a Harley Davidson Barbie, an astronaut Barbie, a pregnant Barbie that had a little baby in her belly. Oh, and they had a Amelia Earhart Barbie, which is the only one that I can remember. It's got to be
Gangster Bitch Barbie
somewhere.
There's a lot of different Barbies.
That was an Amelia Earhart joke.
Oh, yeah.
I totally missed it. Sorry.
My grandma didn't collect Barbies, but she collected those American Girl dolls. Do you know what
those were? Nightmarish and something I never had, but everyone else did. I don't even know if it got to the point of me even asking my mom for it, because they were freakish.
It wasn't like a Barbie thing, though, where we played with it with a house. It was just like a doll.
Yeah, it was a doll, very, very expensive. And it was like they all had these stories about them, like where they came from and hardships that they dealt with.
Yeah,
then you would just
come with a background.
And the hairbrush, and that's about it.
My grandma loved those and collected them. And in the basement of their house in Vermont,
probably worth a bunch now.
Well, she had all of these shelves, and she had all of her American Doll collectibles in these shelves. And there was a really bad storm, and it started to flood into the basement, and the water rushed through there. And not only did it get all the American Girl dolls that were on the bottom of the shelves, it knocked the shelves over. So all of them fell in, and it was just
terrifying.
A massacre of American Girl dolls to the tune of tens of thousands of dollars. My grandma, she was so mad. Oh God, she'd be mad about that, or if you said the word fart in that house. Woof. Grandma did not like that. She wasn't a fan. When we come back,
hey, look at that, Sean. Just 4 more jury duties.
I know. That's an easier way to quantify things here. I like that. It sounds like a lot less.
Poor Moses.
When
he comes in Friday, we're just going to be completely out the door.
We'll be hammered off of this Bushmills and just completely drunk. And 2 out of it for Mo. But that'll be fun. I think that's going to be a good time.
Let's go.
All right, when we come back, this is one of the dumbest things I've read in a very, 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 very long time. So naturally, I want to share it with you. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Tacos for Talkbacks is back, and we're giving away Tijuana Flats cash this Friday. Get the details at realradio.fm/taco.
Crash now in Orange County, State Road 436, just south of Hoffner Avenue. Also, the 408 eastbound at John Young Parkway, shoulder block with that crash there. Again, in Osceola County, we have a disabled vehicle blocking the shoulder. Florida Turnpike northbound before Three Lakes Toll Plaza. And that earlier serious crash, I-4 eastbound at Osceola Parkway, is now all gone and wide open. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season right now. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
For over a decade, SimpliSafe has revolutionized home security, and our latest advancement is here, 24/7 LiveGuard protection, only from SimpliSafe. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplisafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
When I can't sleep, my mind just races. I think about work, the kids, but I don't think about taking melatonin because I'm afraid I'll feel groggy in the morning.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies has an optimal dose of melatonin for no next-day grogginess, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake up feeling refreshed. ZzzQuil Pure Z's Gummies for better sleep like never before. And try Pure Z Sleep plus Next Day Energy with melatonin plus extended-release B vitamins.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
So there I was, deep in the heart of the jungle. You know, solving all the puzzles, doing my thing. Then I see it. The lost treasure of Simia. I grab it and hightail it out of there in my Nissan Rogue. Suddenly, arrows. Fire. Now, I know this may sound like an epic tale of adventure, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. The temple crumbles. Boom, crash, but I'm too fast with my trusty VC turbo engine.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select 2023 Nissan Rogue trims. Availability is limited. Shop your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. For well-qualified buyers, 0% APR financing for 36 months on new 2023 Rogue excluding S-Trim and dealer stock. Example 36 months financing at $27.78 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to residency restrictions and NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. N7523.
The Home Depot and Behr are there for pros and now offer same-day or next-day delivery on top-rated Behr paints, stains, and primers. Get the most trusted paint brand in America delivered straight to your job site and spend less time stressing and more time painting. Contact a Behr Pro Paint Specialist to schedule your paint delivery today. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Limitations may apply. Not available in all markets. See store for details. Ranked most trusted paint brand based on 2023 Life Story Research.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. In office, Orlando.
Cento Family Moving and Storage is Central Florida's trusted source for local and long-distance moving. From packing to delivery, Cento Moving is fully licensed and insured to provide you a seamless moving experience so you can enjoy your new home in no time. Get a quote today at CentoMoving.com. Forget the stress, move with the best.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
WORK Work News Radio. Next up, incidents of pressing all the elevator buttons unexpectedly spike on Bring Your Kid to Work Day. But first, the latest on a team lunch that wasn't ordered through Easy Cater.
I'm in the break room where lunch that was previously announced on the way has now been downgraded to hopefully soon.
Fingers crossed, Michelle. Fingers crossed.
Newsflash, it's hard when the food is late, but at Easy Cater, we make hard easy. With food for work delivered on time and is ordered from over 100,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Capital One's Chief Brand Officer, Mark Mentry, weighs in on building loyalty with customers.
Capital One has really worked to create amazing access moments for our customers. Anywhere from when we have a live event, there'll be customer events ahead of that. We will do sound check parties that only Capital One cardholders can get access to, and we can't pull that off without the relationship iHeart has with the artists, with venues to create these really exclusive events, festivals that iHeart puts on, gives Capital One the ability to create those moments. People are passionate about their favorite artists, and so we try to tap into that together.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company. iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Make quick and easy family meals with the tastiest flavors of Florida. Look for the sunny, fresh from Florida logo where you shop and find delicious, refreshing recipes for what's in season at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Hard Rock Live presents Classic Albums Live. The Who, Who's Next, Saturday, July 1st. Classically trained musicians performing the iconic album and The Who's greatest hits, note for note, cut for cut. Get tickets and info at hardrockliveorlando.com or call 407-351-LIVE.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, credit, C-R-E-D-I-T, credit. That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Well, 10 years of the show, which is kind of unbelievable. We're celebrating this week, which will round out on Friday. And I think we've kind of come to terms with the fact that we're going to drink this bottle of Bushmills on the show on Friday.
The whole thing?
Is everybody down?
I mean,
Why not?
The whole thing. I thought.
Well, we don't have to drink the whole thing, but, you know, we're going to drink it during the show.
Poor Moses. He can't come up to a show without us being blacked
Oh,
out.
he has fun with that. Everybody has fun with that. On Fridays, when it gets a little sloshy around here, people like that, I think.
People love it.
People do. And
Where's he?
yeah, where's he at 10 years later? I have no idea where the hell that guy is. But we're going to have some fun all week long, go back into the time capsule that is the past of this show and talk about some things that behind the scenes are happening and all that as we reminisce throughout this week of shows before a nice little break coming up in the next week or so.
How many segments, Sean?
I don't know. Celine, what'd you say? How many are we at now?
Ooh, let's we got
you said by hours,
17
right?
hours.
Yeah, 17 hours we have left until we get a nice 5-day weekend. That sounds so good. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life.
Not so good.
I wanted to share it with you. It's from The Atlantic, which is a serious news outlet, but the person who wrote this is anything but serious. And they say, The Paradox at the Grocery Store. That's their big title for this. This is a dumb person writing dumb things. On a recent afternoon, while running errands before I had to pick up my kids from school, I froze in the orange juice aisle of a big box store.
So dramatic already.
So many different brands lay before me. Minute Maid, Simply, Tropicana, Dole, Florida's Natural, Sunny D, not to mention the niche organic labels, or niche, depending on how you want to say it. And each brand offered juices with various configurations of pulp, vitamins, and concentrate. The sheer plentitude induced a kind of paralysis. Overwhelmed by the choices on offer, I simply could not make one. I left the store with no orange juice, they said. And this is where it gets even dumber. It says, according to the American Time Use Survey, which, what a time that is. My God.
You know how much sex they get?
They are getting laid over there at the American Time Use Institute. They say an average grocery trip takes more than 40 minutes. That may not sound like much, but the task can feel overwhelming and time-consuming in the midst of a busy day, especially because every trip consists of a plethora of decisions. Through this lens, what seems like a modern benefit, 100 different kinds of ice cream, every imaginable chip flavor, hot dog bun sliced on the side or on the top, can become a bit of a burden. And here's what this person's overall point is. It seems what we could really use at the grocery store is not more choice, but less. Not freedom to choose, but freedom from choice. This person wants there to be one type of everything in the grocery
we'll go
store.
over to North Korea.
Yeah, they want there to be
figure
one
that out
ice
there.
cream. If you say go to the grocery store to get ice cream, you don't have to say what kind, because there's only one type of ice cream at the grocery store. If you say pick me up some hot dog buns, you don't need to ask what kind, because there's only one kind of hot dog buns at the grocery store. You absolute moron. If you're so inept as a human being that you can't make a decision on what kind of orange juice to get, you are beyond help, all right? Just make a choice. And if you like it, get it again. If you don't get it again.
I do understand that anxiety. I mean, would I write a blog like that? Absolutely not. But you go in for toilet paper and you have an entire aisle of different kinds. And then you're just trying to like, am I looking at reviews? You know, if you're going to buy 8 of them, what if it sucks? And then you have 7 more rolls to go through.
You buy the one you've used your whole life.
There's a lot of different types of cereal your whole life.
Yeah.
I mean, things change, man.
Do people change up their toilet paper brand at some point? I've never done that. Only if, whatever Courtney wants is what kind we're going to get.
That's a good move.
Doesn't have much to do with me because I'm not at the grocery store to begin with.
I was a sad single woman, like that one listener thinks I am. Things change a little bit. There was like one time where I thought I was going to be, helpful to the earth by buying some sort of organic style where the wrapping was even.
What is it? Organic toilet paper?
Yeah. It was awful. It was the worst thing in the whole world.
Yeah.
I'd rather it's like made to wrap gifts and not put anywhere near your genitals.
That doesn't seem like it's a soft experience.
It's in my cabinet for emergencies only until I run out of toilet paper.
Until there's another pandemic where nobody has toilet
Absolutely,
paper.
and then I'll be selling it for double the price.
Still worth it to have something in the case of an emergency. Always worth it. But this is so stupid. It's just like, I can't make decisions at the grocery store, so therefore I want everybody else to have less options, and we need to minimize the amount of options that we have in the grocery store. That's stupid. Go to a different grocery store or just order all your stuff on Amazon so you don't have to make the decisions. I don't know. Just stop being so fragile. People are too fragile right now.
But now with the attention that this person has gotten for that blurb, they are going to nitpick every single shopping experience they have.
Oh, well, this is what all these people do. There's so many people.
What do you mean by these people?
What I mean by these people is the people who want to reorganize the world around them and their problems.
Without doing anything productive.
Yes, they want to reorganize the world to be most efficient and perfect for them when they are not the average American and the average American experience. So something that for them will be optimal will be suboptimal for everybody else, but they don't care because they want things to be optimized, the world around them to be optimized for them. And there's a lot of that going on out there. It's like what we should do always is optimize things for the most amount of people possible so we can get as many happy little Americans out there that we could possibly get. And most people seem to enjoy a wide variety of options.
I mean, can this person
why.
just not go to a smaller grocery store?
Yeah, there's tons of places that have like more limited sections in this stuff. Or like I think Whole Foods, because Whole Foods only has some brands. Like they don't
Very
have,
expensive.
Yeah, they don't. It's more expensive, and they don't have like all the brands that you're used to. So there's a reduction.
Call me crazy. Wasn't there a Whole Foods tie-in with the Titan?
I don't
like
know.
the CEO had something to do with it.
Was that? I don't know. Maybe the CEO.
Maybe it was a dream when I cuddled with that guy.
No, we did mention Whole Foods CEO last week for something.
All right, cool.
But what it was, I have no clue. Maybe it was we did talk about the Titan a lot last week. So those two things could absolutely run into each other. Arya Shadowblade over on Twitch says, science actually shows that the human brain can only properly compute a certain number of choices. Anything over that number overwhelms your brain. If I go into an aisle and I see some stuff, I go, what looks cool? What's bringing me in? What's interesting? And then I say, does this sound like it's good? Let me give it a shot. Let me give it a shot and try it out. If I like it, I'll go back to it a million times. My problem is I have stuff that I like that they keep taking away from me.
No, what happened now?
The grocery store. Now, it's still one of the ones that's like, it's still very sore spot for me. But there's this salsa that I loved, that habanero salsa. It was so hot, it would make me cry every time I eat it. And I ate it every day crying. Crying this stuff. And I loved it. It was delicious. I forgot the name of the brand. But Courtney knew. And during the pandemic, all of a sudden they didn't have it anymore. I go, okay, that's fine. It's like supply stuff or whatever. Never came back. It never came back. Every other salsa sucks.
buddy.
Every other salsa is garbage. And I'm missing
Have
out
you tried
on it.
reaching out to them?
No, I found them on Amazon, and they're really expensive.
Okay. When has that stopped you?
I did. I bought some of them.
I knew it, dude.
Then I was gonna keep buying them, and I decided not to.
I know
you need to just find a different salsa.
I know all the other ones suck to me. Everyone I've tried is garbage.
You would never do this. However, it would land in your favor, there was like a great pen that I stumbled upon once. And I reached out to the company and I said, "Dear you, these pens were so incredible that I started to give them away to people at the office."
Right.
That was a full lie, obviously.
You got to use what you can.
But I'm like, this is a compliment. I want to say these are the greatest pens. Thank you so much. And they sent me 30 pens. All different colors.
That's what I need to do then.
That I used solely for myself.
I need to reach out to Miss Renfro's because that's who it is. Miss Renfro's Habanero Salsa. It is the best of the best. 4.3 stars, 95 ratings on Amazon. But they're like...
Just 95, huh?
They're like a 4-pack is $30, right? Like, that's ridiculous. And then you got to keep ordering these stupid things.
Is it the habanero or the mango habanero?
The habanero one is so good. It's like so much better than every other salsa I've ever had in my life.
Discover it?
Courtney just got it for me. She randomly gets me stuff
lady.
like that. And then I've been trying to replace it with everything. There was a salsa at the liquor store. I was like, let me try this. And
salsa at the liquor store?
I don't
That
know.
sounds like a country song.
Do you know, when you go to the liquor store and you're like done with...
stock up on some smoked meats and cheeses?
There's like the long aisle with all the checkout things. There's so many random products there.
Yeah, I could use a $7 bag of salsa chips.
Yeah, there's chips, there's snacks, there's
not Tostitos.
There's little pre-mixed shot glasses that have already like a shot in it. There's gadgets and gizmos.
You
Everything.
can get dill pickle flavored almonds and some summer sausage.
It's such a weird assortment of stuff, and I don't know why they decide to put that stuff there, but always.
Because y'all buy it.
I guess so. Miss Renfro's is top notch, though, and they just took it away from everybody, me included. See, I want to add that more options for the world, not less, like this person who just wants one type of toilet paper at the store, one type of milk.
Next blog's gonna be like, everyone should have the same haircut.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
or we get like, how many does North Korea have to choose from? They got like 12?
I thought it was just
I
one.
think they claim it's 20, but they
all look the same. They're all exactly the same.
Have you ever, I guess grocery stores are different, but have you ever been to a restaurant where you've gone, there is way too much on this menu?
Oh, yeah, that's happened.
Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory is always like that.
Yeah, Cheesecake Factory is a damn novel.
But I'm not going to go, Cheesecake Factory, get rid of half of your menu items so that I can now be a happier customer.
But have you ever found it nice to show up at a restaurant and they're like, this is a one-page menu. I guess I'm picking one of these things.
Until you start becoming a regular and you're like, I've tried everything on here.
There was one place that Courtney and I went to in Puerto Rico, and not only did they have like a small menu, but you would just go in there and you'd basically be like, we'd like to eat. And you just had whatever they made for you that day.
I would love that.
It was cool. It was like,
I would love that.
They just came out with like a sampler of whatever it was they were making.
Like omakase, but for non-sushi foods?
Right. Yeah, it was right in the middle of Old San Juan, and it was amazing, amazing food at that place. I wish I could remember the name.
I tried texting my friend. There's a place in New Orleans, I want to say.
Sabaros.
It might be Sabaros. I think it was a New Orleans place that he was saying like had a really good this, and their menu is only like 3 things.
They keep it simple.
And it's like, that's it. And then there's articles about how like restaurants with smaller menus have like better turnaround time.
Oh, of course.
People just, you're quick.
They're efficient. They know exactly what they're doing, and everything is delicious. It's like the place that I've been going to. I went there twice in the last couple of weeks. It's what's the name of it again?
You're not remembering any names.
My brain is fried as of late. I want to say
52 more segments.
I want to say Prohibition Burger, but that's not it. I told you guys about it the other day. The food truck where
Yeah. A la carte.
No.
Okay.
That's not it.
No, it was the place that you guys asked to be sat, and you didn't end up getting a seat.
No, that place. I can't tell you what the experience was like because they didn't even let us in. They wouldn't even have us. But it's like this underground smash burger place that we have in town.
Smush Burger.
And wherever they do their pop-ups, what do they have? They have one thing, right? And then you could get like soda if you want. Oh no, they sell wrap snacks, chips.
Yeah.
So you get the smash burger when they have Speakeasy. That's what it is. Thank you, WTF whatever on Discord. Thank you. Speakeasy Burger, which follow them on Instagram and try them out because they're really great. And they only have one item. They either have the breakfast sandwich, which is awesome, or they have the Speakeasy Smash Burger, which is absolutely delicious. And then they have the wrap snacks chips with it. And they don't need to get any crazier than that. We don't need to get wild. That's limited selection right there, but it's not limited selection at the detriment of everybody else, like changing the grocery store.
Yeah.
Somebody on the texting service said, and I think this might be what my friend was talking about, Port of Call in New Orleans, and their food menu is like 3 steaks, 4 burgers, a couple a la carte things, and that's it.
That's what you do, and you just do them real good.
God, you guys are old.
Sorry.
Time to change it up. Try new things.
Instead of doing that, let's play some dispatches. Let's
All right.
see what's going on. Here's Rude Dude. Just call Mo Quizzy, I think, is what it says.
Hey, News Junkie, Rude Dude here. And I was just calling because whatever happened to that injured on a go, just call Mo commercial? I mean, I know it's only available in Central Florida markets, but it was it's kind of funny to hear C-Lane sing sing it. So anyway,
was that you singing that
Injured
song?
on the go, just call
Guys
Mo.
doing requests for commercials over here.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, unlike the supermarket, Mo changes things up every
Yeah.
once in a while.
Yeah, we're going to hit you with some of those, the best of the best commercials in just a bit here. Here's Joshua.
Hey, Sean.
Hey.
I want to know your opinion on Fast Car by Black Pumas. I know you like the Black Pumas because I've heard them on the rejoin before.
They are good.
Also, good job on the rejoins lately. I heard Gang of Youths today, and I was rocking in my car, man. Anyway, see you.
That's what I'm here for. Just playing the tunes for you, sir. That's
There
my
is
job.
there is like one person on the texting service who just rants and rampages about the rejoins. Like
all of them.
Why?
I don't know. He just like gets a wild hair up his ass like once or twice a week. He'll, maybe if Sean would change his stupid rejoins.
I got a new one for you. Says the word radio in it.
I haven't added too many in the last couple of months because the cycle of music has been not that great, honestly. I go through and check out everything I can.
Oh, and we find something cool and we get in trouble for it.
Yeah, that happens too. But I added some more last week, and I'll probably add a couple more this week. And the guy who doesn't like it could suck it. Too bad.
Whoa!
Sorry, deal with it.
51 segments.
Deal with it. Here is Brofro right here.
We're gonna do a performance at a concert.
10-year bitcher.
That's cool. I dig that. But if you're gonna release...
Turn the radio down, man. I like to hear the sound of my own voice plenty, but I can't hear what
What'd
you're
he say?
saying.
10-year bitcher?
I don't know. He's blackballed. I probably shouldn't have played it. Brofro, no go. Yeah, sorry, buddy. You got to step up the quality of your dispatches,
Nah.
or they're not going to be played anymore because.
Bitch.
Sorry.
10-year bitcher.
Not great. When we come back, some guys, a shark, Florida, mix them together. You get a story that is really, really something to talk about. And it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
How else are you going to know what we're up to off the air? Find us and like us. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Slow go with a crash around 436 and Hoffner Avenue. Also a crash 408 eastbound at John Young Parkway. It's still working. Right shoulder blocked in that location. A very slow traffic I-4 eastbound from Osceola Parkway to past State Road 535, mostly due to that serious crash earlier today. And a disabled vehicle in Osceola County, Florida Turnpike northbound before Three Lakes Toll Plaza. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Larga.
This report is sponsored by Take 5 Oil Change. At Take 5, they're faster than you think. That means they'll change your oil faster than it takes you to find a good spot at your local swimming pool. Dive into one of their convenient locations and see for yourself. Take 5, the stay-in-your-car 10-minute oil change.
All right, folks, my friends at Maxine's on Shine are here to make your week even better with Maxine's Mind Boggler. A big congrats to last week's winner, Bootsy Moonshine. Now, the first person to answer this riddle correctly wins a $25 gift card to Maxine's on Shine. Here is your riddle. What has hands, yet cannot clap? What has hands and yet cannot clap? If you know the answer, send me it. Right to Sabrina at realradio.fm. Email it to me. And if you don't win today's riddle, don't you worry. You got another shot every single week. Plus, of course, you're going to feel like a winner when you go to Maxine's on Shine. Voted best downtown Orlando restaurant 2 years in a row. Diverse, comfortable, and delicious with a splash of sexiness. So, with more information on location and reservations with my full-hearted recommendation, go to Maxine'sOnShine.com.
Get your tickets now
at AXS.com.
for our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Coming back to Las Vegas.
2 nights.
September 22nd and 23rd.
1 stage.
At T-Mobile Arena.
Streaming live. Only on Hulu.
This is the iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Buy your tickets for our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival now.
Before they sell out.
At AXS.com.
That's AXS.com.
Fireworks may be fun for us, but for dogs, not so much. Loud noises can cause fear and anxiety in dogs. At Dogtopia, your pup can have the most exciting day ever and sleep through the night. Visit dogtopia.com/locations to book a meet and greet near you today.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Capital One's Chief Brand Officer, Mark Mentry, weighs in on building loyalty with customers.
Capital One has really worked to create amazing access moments for our customers. We will do sound check parties so that only Capital One cardholders can get access to, and we can't pull that off without iHeart.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Ken Jeong. From The Masked Singer, Community, The Hangover Trilogy, and Dr. Ken.
To be hangover rich and famous as an aging kid, man. My dad went from father to freeloader just like that, you know? You better get me good grades. After the hangover, you better get me S-Class Mercedes.
Ken Jeong Live, October 8th, inside Hard Rock Event Center at Seminole Hard Rock Tampa. Tickets are on sale now. For tickets, go to Ticketmaster.com or HardRockTampa.com. Seminole Hard Rock Tampa.
Have you noticed that solar panels are popping up everywhere? You never know who's going to have solar next, and here's a thought, it could be you. Utility rates keep going up, and now is a great time to save big with Solar Source. Solar Source has been getting the job done in Central Florida for almost 40 years, and right now, Monster fans get special access to their new AI-powered tool that can get you an estimate in 1 minute or less. Visit solarsource.com/monsters for an instant quote.
There's something about a Florida sky. It's painted in the most magnificent colors, clouds streaked with changing light. They say if you don't like the weather, just wait 15 minutes. The skies are electric and alive. So even as the storms get enormous, even as they're coming more each year, the beauty keeps me going. My flood insurance helps me stay. The only thing that's predictable is that I'm in Florida for good.
Protect your property with flood insurance. Visit floodsmart.gov.
In St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, it might feel like there's not enough time to take everything in. Because once you're done exploring 42 miles of pristine coast, marveling at historical architecture, and enjoying world-class food, it'll be time to check out and head home. But that's okay. You can always stay just one more day. Visit FloridasHistoricCoast.com to learn more. It's about time.
Welcome back. Dave and Herb here, and we're talking fresh.
Fresh from Florida, that is. Dave, tell our listeners about the produce that's in season.
There's tomatoes, broccoli, watermelon, frappers, spinach.
Wait, hold it. You're just putting fra in front of produce.
Yeah, as in fresh from Florida.
Produce tastes better when it's grown closer to home. You don't need to make up words.
Really?
Ugh, friends, visit followfreshfromflorida.com to see what's in season.
Don't you mean .from?
Ugh, really?
O'Reilly.
It may be sunny out now, but severe storm season is just around the corner. Your local O'Reilly Auto Parts has the emergency supplies you may need, including generators, tarps, emergency lighting, and cleanup supplies. Prepare now for severe storms ahead with a visit to the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations. Rover's Morning Glory.
It's The Woody Show.
It's Elliot in the Morning. All of the once-in-a-lifetime events.
iHeartRadio Music Festival.
All of the best free curated playlists.
It's everything that rocks.
All of the great podcasts for every interest.
This is Freddie Prinze Jr. from the Wrestling with Freddie podcast.
All of the mind-blowing contests.
$20,000.
Awesome. All of your favorite superstars.
This is Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters.
Best of all, it doesn't cost a thing. Download the absolutely free iHeartRadio app now.
Welcome to the good stuff. I'm Jacob Schick, a third-generation combat Marine.
And I'm his co-host and wife, Ashley Schick. We believe everyone has a story to tell, not only about the peaks, but the valleys they've been through to get them to where they are today. We're joined by some amazing guests who share the lessons they've learned that shaped who they are and what they're doing to pay it forward and give back.
Listen to the good stuff on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This hour of programming is sponsored by Nissan. We make cars that thrill. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. C-R-E-D-I-T. Credit. That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
We'll get to these lunatics and a shark in just a moment. BDMX Con on Twitch says Elon versus Zuck at UFC 300 next year.
No way.
They really going to do this thing? It's like, Jesus, man. That seems like...
I'm still going to watch it.
If somebody said, I'm going to bring you some headlines from the future and you have to guess which one is real, I would never believe that we were on that timeline.
No, and I
think so.
I also think it's like, it's just so stupid. Like, we get it. You guys are two super rich dudes.
Right.
Like, what? Do you have to physically fight each other?
If the thing that's weird is people just want to watch it because it's unexpected and they're super famous and rich. It's not like it's going to be a good fight. Don't you want to watch?
It's going to be sad to watch. It's going to be awkward.
Yeah, you want to watch like skilled fighters fight. It's not. I was under the impression that people wanted to watch like professionals fight each other.
I will say though, the Aaron Carter versus Lamar Odom fight was a treat. Especially when it was the celebrity boxing.
Yeah.
I had a whole fight night watch party at my house. It lasted all of 40 seconds.
You're
because
right.
He got his ass kicked.
It's a fair point to bring up that celebrity boxing is and YouTuber boxing is actually huge.
That opening fight for that one was long neck versus the short neck guy.
And that still is fun to watch. But is this going to be fun? It's just going to be weird, I think.
But are we still going to watch it? Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would have to watch it. I want to make sure I was on top of what was going on, and people will definitely watch. It's just, it seems weird. It seems fake. It's we are on the weirdest possible timeline ever right now.
And it only gets weirder from here.
Yeah, it's not going to change anytime soon. So, yeah, we'll see. I don't know if that's really going to happen or not, but they're suggesting it is. Right now, somebody's noticed that across a whole bunch of TV stations, it appears Marvel is trying to infiltrate local news broadcasts with these Skrulls characters. And so they're just like walking in the background and stuff of different reports. Here's an example right here. Like you can see like off in the background, there's a man with a green head who's like kind of blurred out. And another one where somebody's doing an interview on the street and behind him, there's one of these Marvel characters. So it's kind of like a less creative version of what I thought was a genius campaign when they were doing the viral campaign for the Smile movie. Mm-hmm. And the people at the baseball games were just doing those really scary faces. And that was like the main plot or the main feature of the movie. It looks like they're doing that. So if you see that on local news, that's what's going on.
I wonder how they're pulling that off. Like, and what route they're going, because somebody in the comments was claiming, like, oh, these are ABC-owned stations, but KTLA is not. It's a CW. I didn't even know CW was still around.
I don't know if it's part of, like, an organized, orchestrated promotional thing, or if it's just happening, without these TV stations knowing what's going on. But I do know this. This is stupid. I don't know if I can play this. They must curse.
Play it.
I'll try, but they must curse. There's this dumbass video of these guys in Florida. It says, shocking video shows the minute a shark bit a fisherman and pulled him off a boat at Everglades National Park in Florida. The footage showed the man reaching near the water as the shark jumped up and pulled him in. The man was left scrambling to get back on the boat as his friends screamed. Blood was splattered on the side of the boat as the man made it back inside. And it sounds like his friends were going like, yeah, put your hand in the water, because they saw the little shark. Yeah, put your hand in the water. Put your hand in. What's it going to do? What's it going to do?
Oh, with the finger.
Yeah, and then the shark attacked him. Do you remember this? Does he curse?
I do think he says my effing pinky. I mean,
let's roll the dice. Let's roll the dice.
2 seconds won't do anything.
Oh, they had two angles. I saw a different angle before.
He said 2 seconds won't do anything, and he puts his hand in the water, and the shark grabs his ass and pulls him in. Jesus God Almighty!
Oh, you know what? I saw a different clip then. This was a completely different person who was attacked by a shark.
This guy, he puts his hand in the water like, oh, nothing's gonna happen. And then the shark drags his ass into the water.
Jesus, man.
And I guess did some damage to his hand when it bit him. It's like, why? Anything for a viral video, man. Anything.
Can't even see it that well.
No, it's like the other guy filming it should have done a much better job of framing it up. But here we are. Okay, let's do a couple of dispatches here. We got time for you. We can do this. Here is I'm a PC talking about the fight.
So regarding the Elon Zuck fight, you first have to ask yourself, did The Simpsons cover it? If they did, that means it is going to happen. And then from there, it would be hilarious if Elon actually put his mind to doing, like, the fight. And, like, he comes in this big cloak and he, like, throws it off. And he's just, like, ripped to shreds, like, just six-pack abs, big muscles, and all this stuff. And he just, gets out there looking like a big old bear and just rips Zuck apart.
Yep, that could happen. That could happen. Or, and I know this sounds crazy. I know this sounds a little wild.
Sit down.
Maybe Elon Musk could run his companies and work on SpaceX and Tesla.
And the flamethrowers.
Or Twitter or the Boring Company or any number of his companies.
Is he doing anything more stuff with the Boring Company?
I don't really know what they're up to. I don't know if they're real.
Boring, huh?
Wasn't he still... What happened to him building those tubes under California?
They did that, and I think it didn't work out like they hoped it would. I don't think that's the idea there. That's not the future idea that we're expecting. I did see that...
Bright Line.
Yeah, the Bright Line is finished now, I guess. The one from here to Miami.
I will let you know because I know for a fact my mother right now is in Europe.
Oh, yeah?
But when she comes back, she's going to be one of the first customers.
What's your mom doing in Europe right now?
She's on a cruise.
Oh, yeah.
She's just living her best life.
Those are expensive, too, the European cruises.
Yeah, but when you don't have kids at the house anymore and get to do whatever you want,
they're
then
splurging.
there's that.
Well, I thought they did have. Didn't your sisters move back in with them or something?
Yeah, I'm sorry. They're taking care of the pets that are at home.
They have adult kids.
Yeah.
Best kind.
That's my goal. I'm going to have kids just have adult kids that can take care of the house.
Let's see here. Here is Meat Pop with a dispatch.
What's going on, junkies?
Hey.
I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. So when I was in paramedic school over at Seminole Community College, one of the instructors we had was a little short lady. She was like 4'9".
Damn.
Probably weighed all of 120 pounds. I think she was like in her 60s at the time.
Is that
She
considered
was
dope?
actually a hand-to-hand combat instructor for Blackwater. And she looked like the lady who made the outfits, the special outfits in The Incredibles. Like the way her hair was, it was like bangs.
Oh, that lady, okay.
Size black hair.
She's funny.
I watched her put a 185-pound dude over her shoulder with the flick of her wrist. I mean, she had a Southern Belle accent. She was the sweetest lady, but man,
don't mess with that one.
I don't care who you are. She kicked Mike Tyson's butt, I'm sure. Later, junkies.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thanks for the story. All right, quick break. When we come back, we're going to do the final dispatches, and man, are they amazing.
Lit.
Stories that didn't make the cut, and my
man,
God,
are they amazing.
Top-notch stuff here.
And we're taking a sip out of the Bushmills.
And today I learned, and man, is it amazing.
Zing.
And it's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show. The uncle you love. Who also frightens you. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
Hey everybody, Jamie King with you now, Fox 35 Storm Center. Just want to update and freshen up the forecast for you on this Monday here in Central Florida as we approach midday. Hot and humid today, 95, feeling more like 103 though during the afternoon with a feels like temp. Rain chance of 20% or less, mainly after 3 or 4 p.m. An evening shower chance tonight, 20%, lows to 75, partly cloudy. And on Tuesday, hot high 96, rain chance 20%, 40% on Wednesday, highs at 95. For Fox 35, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Take care.
This report is sponsored by ViStar Credit Union. Want to make your summer more exciting? Right now, sign up for a ViStar Rewards credit card and get up to 3 points for each dollar spent. Plus, check out the exciting new limited time offer where you could win big. Visit ViStarCU.org/summer to learn more.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Find high-quality healthcare in Florida at healthfinder.fl.gov. Effortlessly explore facilities based on quality measures like infection rates, surgical complications, and readmissions. Compare safety records for medical facilities like hospitals, nursing homes, and outpatient surgery centers with ease. Elevate your healthcare decisions with the transparency tool at healthfinder.fl.gov. Choose wisely, live healthy. Paid for by the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration.
I'm John Morgan. All law firms are not the same. As America's largest personal injury firm, we have more trials, more lawyers, more office buildings, and more caring staff members than any other injury law firm in the world. There's really nothing else like it. With more than 2 million people just like you calling us every single year, your trust in us means the world to me. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Howdy, partner. Do you or someone you know have what it takes to be the next Miss River Ranch? I'm Jackie Siegel, and I'll be hosting Monsters in the Morning at the Westgate River Ranch Saloon Friday, July 7th at 8:30 p.m. to crown the next Miss River Ranch. For more information, follow me at therealqueenofversailles.com, Instagram, and Facebook. Again, therealqueenofversailles.com, Instagram, or Facebook. We'll see you there.
Just call up, just call up, just call up, just call up. Injured on the go, just call up.
Mo DeWitt, Office, Orlando. Sung by a non-attorney spokesperson.
Why do you change your car's air filter? Because when it's clogged, it doesn't work. The same is true of your nose, the body's air filter. It's great at trapping allergens, dust, and viruses, but unless you clean it regularly, they can stay trapped, making you miserable. I'm Martin Hogue, inventor of Navage, the world's only nose cleaner with powered suction. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping to flush out allergens, mucus, and germs. Here's a testimonial from a verified purchaser and a big Navage fan. Quote, I've been suffering for 30 years with chronic sinus infections and allergies. I stumbled across Navage. The suction is amazing. It cleared my sinus cavities better than anything I've tried before. Unquote. Navage has over 120,000 reviews with a 4.6-star average written by people who use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Wash your body's air filter with Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Preventive maintenance on all brands, and that saves you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. Visit millsair.com.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season right now. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
We hear you, Orlando, loud and clear. You are growing, people are thriving, and business is booming. OceanBank has been helping businesses grow for over 40 years. And now, we are here to bring you even more possibilities with our new branch right in the heart of the city. The power of Ocean has come to Orlando. Visit us at our new branch in downtown or go online to oceanbank.com to learn more. Ocean Bank, member FDIC.
You know that expression, the grass is always greener on the other side? Well, with Massey Services, it's literally true. Why? Because Massey does what the others don't. Every lawn is unique. So Massey starts with a detailed analysis and then builds a customized plan to prevent and control weeds, diseases, and harmful pests. Then they aerate to ensure water and nutrients reach the roots of your lawn. That's the Massey difference. Expect more and get it.
Want to improve your marksmanship while saving ammo and saving money? Get better faster with the Mantis X Dry Fire Training System.
It's time to shoot tighter groups.
The Mantis X Dry Fire Training System.
Score 97, bang on the money.
The Mantis X is a smart sensor that fits any weapon with a rail or adapter, pairing to your smartphone or tablet. Analyzes your shooting and tells you how to improve.
Mantis.
94% of shooters improve after just 20 minutes.
X.
Go to mantisx.com.
MantisX.com.
Ah, summer at Racetrack. The sun's out and savings are in. We've got the deals to keep you deal-lighted all summer long. Stop in and buy any 20-ounce bottle of soda and sip on another for only $1. But the party doesn't stop there. Snag one slice of pizza and get another for only $1. More soda and more pizza. Saving money never tasted so good. Now that's how you make summer delightful. Racetrack, whatever gets you going. Restrictions apply. Limited time only while supplies last. See store for details.
Humans can do a lot of amazing things. Fighting bugs? Ew, a bug, get it! Isn't one of them. STEM is powered by active ingredients found in plants to fight off bugs safely and effectively when used as directed. STEM, rooted in nature, optimized by science.
Back in my final dispatches.
One of the new ones?
Stories that didn't make the cut. No, this one's been around for a while.
Oops.
And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Monday. Thanks for hanging out with us today, friends. And if you missed anything, well, you can always go back to the podcast at thenewsjunkie.com. All the links are right there for you. And before we get into the final comments that you had on this lovely Monday, 4 days left until we have our extended weekend break.
Well deserved. Happy 10-year anniversary to both of you.
It's true. We
It's
should got more.
been a real ride.
I like what Jack Bradshaw did. He did strategic days off. So this stretch that he has right now coincides with, he took Friday off, and then he gets this week, and then he gets the extra days next week.
It's a good move.
Why not? It's almost like 2 weeks, man. You forget how to do radio in that amount of time.
You should see some of the gymnastics that my wife does with her work schedule because
to optimize it.
Because her company their week starts on Saturday or something like that.
Does it?
It's something where wherever she places her weekends for those weeks, we end up going on trips she hardly ever takes off.
It's easy enough, right?
To the point where she always takes off an extra day. Whenever we come back from vacation, I'm like, right back to work. Let's go.
She's got recharge day.
But the difference is that she doesn't have like a bunch of people that scream at her or accuse her of being fired. When we take a day off, everyone's assuming that we're in big trouble for some reason.
The villagers riot when we take a day off. So,
and I'm sick of it.
Just so you know. A New Zealand man live streamed his own death, which is not a good time. They said a man who died after falling into a manhole, I don't know, and drowning in New Zealand floods had been live streaming to social media at the time. So there was this street that was really flooded, and the guy's like, wow, look how crazy this is, and he's wading through it, and then all of a sudden he steps into a manhole, and the storm had taken the manhole cover off. And so he's walking in the water. He can't see what's underneath him. And he just slides down to the ground and ended up stuck under there, fell in the manhole and drowned. He was attempting to help people in the neighborhood on a live stream, but
that
someone on his
sentence.
Facebook.
Help people out.
Yeah, he was
by
while he was live streaming. Yep. Yeah, so that's what he was doing at the time. Did not work out very well for him. A Minnesota sports anchor, Chris Long, has gone viral for a Taylor Swift segment on the news. Oh, God.
Oh, did he work the names of her songs into so many times?
Do you want to hear it? Sure. I haven't heard this yet. Let me bring it up here so we can play this.
She told people not to bully John Mayer.
Yeah, I saw that at the show this weekend. It's so crazy how when her concert comes into town, it takes over the city that it's in. That's how big it is. All right, here's this guy.
It's me. Hi. Want to commemorate Taylor Swift's weekend takeover of Minneapolis? Well, if so, you belong with me. If not, you're on your own.
So
kid.
corny.
I hate it.
Twins fans knew all too well.
Let me see if I can turn this up here. Hold on.
I hate it so much.
It's somebody recording the television, so it's not exactly ideal audio. All right, let me crank them up a little bit here.
Cruel summer might develop if they didn't find some daylight this week, but they got out of the woods with 3 straight wins. Hoping the gold rush continues, seeking a 4th straight win in Detroit. Pablo Lopez started, but death by 1,000 cuts in a treacherous second inning.
Is that another song?
Yeah. A walk and 2 bloop singles had the Twins seeing red, down 3-0. In the 6th, the fearless Carlos Correa trying to shake it off, and I think he knows.
So corny, man. This is so done.
There's one guy who does it like all the time.
Yeah, I've seen that guy.
He bases comments that people leave on his videos. And he does a little bit of a better job, but good for him.
I think we're
that
done
old
with
man.
The idea of taking a bunch of references to something and cramming them in a report that has little to nothing to do with the references is becoming a kid's first joke. Where like a kid
knock.
makes adults laugh with this joke that he told,
And then he keeps doing it,
and
ruining
he's
it.
like, "Oh my gosh, that was such a funny joke! I need to continue telling this joke."
Right.
And now it's just like, okay, well,
Now,
the meteorologist has gone viral again. Murmur.
Give me like a heinous murder story and put in some Taylor Swift puns. And now we're talking.
That I give you credit for. That's,
Bad blood was spilled everywhere.
and that's risky, too. So I like the extra edge there. All right, final dispatches. Here goes nothing. Here is Synth Solution. Dreams, question mark.
Hey, Junkies, how's it going?
Hey.
Heard you talking to one of the dispatchers about dreams, and it kind of got my mind rolling. I'll just go ahead and throw the question.
All right.
Have you ever had those kind of dreams where you can't turn on any lights, and it's just nothing but pitch black? No matter how many times you hit the switch, nothing happens. That's been happening to me quite a bit, and usually it gets my anxiety
I feel like it
running.
means
That means something
Yeah.
bad is about to happen, and I need to wake up. But just curious if you guys have had something similar.
No, I know there's like patterns in dreams, but I've never had that one.
The dream means you're going through a struggle of some sort, a bad
Ooh.
situation. You need more illumination, clarity, and understanding, and insight to solve it.
I've had dreams where I can't scream before.
Oh, yeah?
But I've never had any problems with lights.
Mine is always that I'm punching somebody, but I swing as hard as I can, but when I hit him, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
And that's not real life, just for anybody who's wondered. That's just in the dreams. When I punch in real life, it's like boom.
It's like a slap.
It's like a Kool-Aid
Stop
Man
it.
situation. It's
Mine's
very.
just doesn't matter what what we're doing in the dream, but it's always on a cruise ship.
Oh, really?
Always.
Maybe you should go on more cruises then.
Yeah, maybe.
And just do it.
I'll do it when I get the vacation days, but
Well,
Jack's always off.
You have a huge weekend coming up here. You could be going on a cruise.
Gotta work some karaoke and soccer.
God, you're ruining everything.
But
right now.
here I come, maybe 2 months from now.
You got to get the last minute things too, because I think sometimes you can.
Am I going by
really-
myself?
No, C-Lane's going to go with you.
Oh, that'd be fun.
C-Lane is going to go with
Or
you.
at least your wife. That'd be fun to go with her too.
Maybe I
Now
can. I've been trying to work out this new idea that expectant fathers should be able to go on a bachelor party, where it's not the baby moon that I go with Ashley. I'm talking about this is my I'm doing the bachelor party over again before I become a dad. Bachelor party.
I like it.
I'll do the cruise.
But it seems very fortuitous that you're arguing about this right now because of your situation. You've never mentioned this before, but prior
That's a great idea, though.
to being in a situation where a baby was on the way.
Never
you
been
were-
an expected father before.
I know, but you weren't advocating for
But let me
them.
guess, you're going to invite all your friends that have to give you gifts, and that becomes yet another thing that us single people have to give gifts for.
No.
We have engagement
No
party,
gifts?
bridal party, gender reveal,
No
baby
gifts.
shower.
Are there strippers at the bachelorette party?
But they're all pregnant. They're all pregnant.
Bachelor, sorry.
What'd you call it?
Bachelorette.
No.
That's not the way it goes. All right, all the stories made the cut today. Did you see that video of RFK Jr. who was doing like push-ups and stuff?
Oh God!
The guy who's running for president. He's out there and he's in jeans. He's in his jeans. And he's like just
You
doing
know what
push-ups.
it's going to be next? It's like the candidates fighting each other.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we're getting close.
I think Rob Schneider was trending on Twitter today because
Oh, he's a conservative comedian now.
He did something for RFK's campaign or something, and RFK's like, Rob Schneider's a great American. So it was something super weird.
This is the weirdest timeline, man. I can't take it anymore. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Monday, June 26, 2023. And Today I Learned is sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Pizza Mind. I got to get out of this.
Pizza Mind?
Pizza Mind.
That was quick.
Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away.
Oh, yeah.
Today I learned this band right here.
Whitesnake? No.
R.E.O. Speedwagon is correct. And REO Speedwagon was a real automobile brand back in 1915. And they did not last long. They only lasted 2 years, and that was long before the actual band REO Speedwagon came along to scoop up the name. Today in Japan, there is companies...
Where?
No, damn it, man. In Japan? There are companies specializing on helping people vanish, or specializing in helping people vanish. In Japan, they've got 80,000 people that go missing every year, many of them on purpose. And there's Yonagiya, or night movers, who will help you disappear in the dead of night.
Night mover.
Today I learned, you know what? I don't have enough
Pizza.
time. I don't have enough time. We're going to have to go to the last one. We're skipping to the last one. No more pizza mind. Here we go. Today I learned this lady right here.
Tracy Chapman.
That's right, Tracy Chapman. The only version of this song, please.
Oh, gee.
The only one. Tracy Chapman's big break came when Stevie Wonder couldn't find a disc at a Nelson Mandela birthday tribute event. And the audience needed to be entertained, and they said, well, we got Tracy Chapman here. You can if you want. You can do it pretty much anywhere. She went out on stage and performed, and people went nuts for her song Fast Car that became a big hit after. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. In West Palm Beach, Rover's up next. In Orlando, it's the Jim Colbert Show. It is on the way, and it's all right here on Real Radio.
Well, a couple of problems on the roadways in the Central Florida